And welcome everyone to Muscatine High School as DiscoverMuscatine.com Sports Network is bringing you some Muskie wrestling tonight. It's a triangular event. I'm Joel Krausar along with my partner Wade McLeod. Second triangular of the week. It's been an exciting week of Muskie sports. Boys had a tough loss in basketball to Assumption. They cut the lead to 6, fell by 11 points. And Assumption grapplers are here tonight as well as Davenport Assumption, Davenport Central, and Muscatine will all face off in this Mississippi Athletic Conference triangular. And Wade, we saw a really good showing from the Muskies on Monday night, won both of those duels against Highland of Riverside and West Liberty. We should see a few more contested weight classes tonight, though.
Yeah, as such, we've got a couple mats out. There's not the conflict of a junior varsity tournament as we had Monday evening, so there'll be plenty of action. And as you said, far fewer forfeits this evening as well.
And so tonight we will have the varsity mat is what we'll be showing tonight. You may see in the peripheral of the camera a second mat going, and that'll be the junior varsity mat. We'll try to keep some updates as they come to us from that event. But we will be focusing on the varsity action. Coaches and officials and captains are all meeting there and on the mat to determine a few logistical things as Assumption and Muscatine will start off this first duel. Weigh-ins have occurred. They've flipped for the starting weight, and that weight will be the 220-pound weight class, which Evan Frankie for the Muskies, we expect him to be facing Aiden Morgan from Assumption here. And we didn't get to see Evan the other night because none of the other teams were able to field a 220-pounder.
It's exciting to start up top, get Evan some experience here on the home mat. Good one to start with. And Assumption's got a number of returning talented wrestlers. They're led by their first-year head coach and Sonny Alvarez.
But you mentioned, though, we had talked a little bit before off air, Sonny, first year as a head coach, but a wealth of experience both as a wrestler for the Assumption Knights, but then matriculating on to the powerhouse at Division III of Wartburg. And so plenty of experience coaching and wrestling for him.
Yes, great to see him take the helm at Assumption. Very successful careers at Assumption and at Wartburg. One of the just cool dudes in the sport. Kept up with Sonny over the years as well. So really happy for him to be in this role, and we're hoping for a lot of battles.
This is the pre-duel show brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Again, it's a triangular between Davenport Assumption, Davenport Central, and Muscatine. The first duel will be the Muskies against Assumption. Second duel will be Central against Assumption, we anticipate. And then the final duel of the evening will be the Blue Devils of Davenport Central and the Muscatine Muskies. So a jam-packed night of wrestling here for you on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. We welcome our viewers from the Quad Cities and about and around. As I checked the demographics, we've got a pretty good reach for these broadcasts, and we look forward to welcoming our friends from around the conference as well. We're preparing for introductions. I'll work my way through again. Starting at 220, Evan Frankie expected to go for the Muskies. At 285, we will see either Brock Garrison or Bob Carver at the 285 weight class for Muscatine. We anticipate Joe Turner for Assumption. At 106 pounds, Connor Eads is expected to go against Peyton Pilgrim. At 113 pounds, I think we're going to see both schools open. We may see Jacob Mace. Colin Dugan at 120 pounds for Muscatine. We think Jacob may bounce between those two weights. We're not sure where he's going to go for Assumption. Gavin McLeod at 126 pounds. Derek Bass is listed as weighed in for Assumption at 126. Lincoln Brookhart, who sealed the deal for the Muskies in that duel against West Liberty on Monday, he'll face Mikey Kirsten. Nico Arceo, the freshman, at 138 pounds for Muscatine, and Caleb Kreinbring, the junior, at 138. At 145 pounds, Mason Crabtree, the senior for the Muskies, will face either Michael Macias or Cole Harland for the Knights. At 152, Connor Beck will face Colton Pilgrim. At 160, we anticipate Jared Lopez for the Muskies against Alan Couture for the Knights. And then at 170, the senior Jet Fridley for Muscatine and Chase Diaz for Assumption. At 182, Nathan Beatty against Johnny Argo, one of the standouts from the Argo family. And at 195 pounds, Caden Fisher will face off against Rhett Schaefer, but we anticipate maybe Joe Gasson gets the nod at 195. And that's that duel, again, starting at 220 pounds. Far more names on the roster sheet tonight than what we had on Monday.
Yeah, and far more fans here in the gym, no doubt. We've got our Little Muskies Wrestling Club recognition night, so that's bringing some bodies out. But this first MAC duel, or triangular, is bringing a lot of folks, both from Muscatine hosting and traveling Central and Assumption as well.
And great work by Athletic Director Tom Olses and his team to get these duels back home for the Muskies. It's a few years ago, I think they only had one home meet, and we've got 4 this year, and Muscatine will host the Mississippi Athletic Conference tournament as well. This wrestling brought to you by Bear of Muscatine. Those were the starting lineups presented by Bear of Muscatine. And Let's Eat Catering, bringing you Muskie Athletics all season long. I don't know, I didn't wrestle, Wade, but I remember playing Assumption in every other sport as a Muskie. It was always one you got up for. That was always a big rivalry. I remember playing. I'm assuming it's no different on the wrestling mat.
Yeah, and especially since some of that comes from one sport to the next. So Assumption, they have student athletes. So a lot of times multi-sport athletes, there'll be plenty of scenarios of some matchups that otherwise took place on the gridiron this fall. So that's always kind of a fun piece as you roll right from the fall football season into the wrestling season, and Assumption continues to be one of the top wrestling programs in the state.
Does Assumption compete in a lower weight class for the state tournament?
Yeah, Assumption is a 2A school.
Or lower athletics class. Now it's time as we rise and we observe America as they play the national anthem. As we get ready to get underway here, first duel of the evening will be Muscatine against Davenport Assumption. If you're just joining us, 220 pounds will be the opening weight. Thanks again for joining us on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Remember to like and subscribe. You can go to Discover Muscatine on YouTube, and you can hit that little bell in your upper right-hand corner, and you'll get alerts whenever we go live for Muskie Sports or local Muscatine live events all throughout the year here at Discover Muscatine and discovermuscatine.com.
Joel, as we look ahead to the weekend, too, just as we're getting kicked off here, Muscatine will be heading down to Fort Madison for a 2-day tournament. So they actually have a Friday evening weigh-in. 20 teams participating down in Fort Madison. Get it going tomorrow night and then into Saturday. So this is a start of really an awesome 3-day stretch for the Muskies.
Yeah, it's been a busy week. Everyone kind of trying to finish out the first part of this winter season, as I know a lot of these sports take a mandatory break during the holiday break. So getting their money. So there's no school on Monday, so
right,
work them hard all weekend long, so they can
they can rest up and then they're kind of on their own for a few days. That's the halfway point in the season, and then come back as the calendar turns and be looking towards the postseason.
So Caden Fisher has bumped up here to 220 pounds, and he'll wrestle Aiden Morgan here at 220. Fisher in on a shot. Morgan able to fight it off and get the underhook. Fisher now is rolled over.
Morgan, tried to kind of roll under there.
Gets the fall. Aiden Morgan able to capitalize and gets the quick fall.
Bit of a dangerous roll through there, but enough momentum that took Caden all the way through.
So Assumption will take a 6-0 lead in the team score. And now at 285.
Now we see Frankie bumping up to heavyweight for the Muskies.
So Evan Frankie's going to wrestle up. And he'll face off against Joe Turner for the Knights. Turner a senior, Frankie just a sophomore.
And it's not just age that looks the difference of appearance there.
About 6 inches in height.
He weighs only about 200 pounds, so still some discussion on if he feels most comfortable at 220 and just wrestling away or close enough for that 195, but he's going to get after it. He's looking to take a piece out of me, too, before this season's over. So I suspect Evan will be getting after it. And he's fighting off that pinch headlock, trying to tuck his head out of there. We're back neutral. Hopefully Evan's not too quick to the trigger on shooting under Turner, just given that size. But if he can keep circling, moving those feet, as we've said before, balance is such a big part of it.
Now, I was going to ask you, this is the weight class that you wrestled at, and I know you wrestled some of the smaller guys every once in a while. They actually propose some challenges to you because they have maybe some angles or some quickness advantages?
Sure, yeah, I mean, it is a weight class with so many different styles, quite frankly. So whether bigger, taller, faster, shorter, stronger, you're mindful, obviously, that they should be able to move a little bit better. And furthermore, Turner's got to be mindful of there's a reason why the opposing coaching staff put this young man out on the mat against me. So they've got some confidence. I trust he's got some confidence in what he brings. So you don't want to look past just the size and think there's not much to worry about.
Right, because they could have just forfeited the weight class if they didn't want to put Garrison out there. And again, Brock Garrison, one of the other heavyweights for the Muskies. I think we will see him tonight, but.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to talk to Coach Mock afterwards. I think this is just an opportunity. Again, I think it's putting a little confidence in the sophomore and Frankie to be able to fight with this guy. We're going to have to figure out the buzzer.
Well, it looks like time has expired. That's a different mat. The official. So they got a little 7 seconds of extra wrestling there.
We're going to make sure we've got the buzzers on the right scoreboards going both ways. Quite frankly, if we can shut them off, even better. It's nice there's no doubt from an efficiency standpoint. I just as soon have two mats going at the same time, but the clocks can start. Hey, these big boys, they needed an extra 7 seconds. There's a little lull there in the middle.
0-0 is the score in this match. No points scored yet from either one of these wrestlers, as Turner will start down, and Frankie releases Turner for the escape. Nice job by Turner there. And now Frankie going with some offense.
Yeah, he should be mindful. Turner definitely is working that underhook and then trying to get to that near side pinch headlock. Right away, he's punching from that collar tie, trying to get the underhook. Frankie just circling around. He wouldn't have to wait too long to find a little snatch there. just a snatch of the single leg. There's that pinch headlock, a lot of weight. Evans trying to fight it off, but Turner gets his takedown and goes right to that power half.
So Turner now gets the takedown.
Just noticeably the longer, bigger wrestler.
He sets in the cradle and some back points being awarded here. And then Turner going to reset and go for maybe another tilt.
Do you know which board they're using? This scoreboard? What's it?
So the score is 3-0, or excuse me, now it is, I think 6-0 in favor of Turner. As he got the escape point, the takedown, and the 3 near fall.
And Frankie's got 30 seconds here. See if he can't get an escape at least. Well, that knee's getting close to the head. Turner staying behind the arms. Boy, we got our escape.
So Turner gets the escape. 20 seconds to go here in the second period.
Hopefully Frankie sees that he doesn't necessarily need to tie up. I know there's a level of comfort there as he's tying up, just trying to get to that collar tie. Just as I'm 4 minutes removed from saying don't be too quick to take some shots, but we're down 5 now. Let's let that.
And the second period will expire. They've wisely turned the buzzers off, and they've recruited some folks to help the officials see the clock. So now Frankie will start down to begin the third period. And Frankie gets the escape.
Kind of an over-under position. Turner as long as he is. He locks that. Evan gets the headlock. I don't think he's got the arm, though. We're going to whistle that off. Boy, he had the hips going.
Is that a technical violation?
Yeah, unfortunately, he's got to at least be above that elbow of his opponent for him to lock his hands around the head. So a legal headlock will award a point to Turner and stay neutral.
So technical violation gives Turner a point. He leads 7-2. But Frankie went for broke there. That was good to see.
Well, now's the time. You are in a position where you're looking for feet to back, something that's a takedown with some back points. He's pummeling very well, no doubt. You know, Turner's had his opportunities at the headlock as well. That cradle's really the difference. Nice little shuck under the taller wrestler in Turner. That's where that's an opportunity. If we can duck under, fortunately then we got to lift and finish on top. We'll probably still see another attempted throw here with 55 left in the match. Over, under. Boy, Turner is really committed to that pinch headlock. There's a little duck under. Frankie with a sweep. Good balance by Turner right at the edge of the mat. If he can snatch that leg, there's Frankie on the leg. Just a snatch single leg as we call it.
But Frankie trying to get his offense going. You like to see that. Sometimes you see a wrestler in this position be a little bit more tentative in their offense, and not from Evan tonight.
Yeah, really has.
You see why the coaches
right with him.
had the confidence in putting him out here in this situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, this may not be a matchup you obviously would see the rest of the year in a non-dual situation, but Coach Mock making sense of some of the matchups. And
15 seconds to go in the period. And Turner leads by 5.
Too little, too late there of an attempt.
And that's going to be the end of the match. Turner will win 7-5. Standard decision. So Frankie went the distance, did a nice job there. Fought off that cradle, which I thought was maybe going to result in another fall, but able to battle back, get the escape, and a regular decision, and Assumption will take a 9-0 team lead. As we go to 106 pounds, as Connor Eads will face off Peyton Pilgrim.
We saw a nice win out of Connor the other night. Still a wrestler just trying to get as much mat experience as possible. So freshman-sophomore matchup here at 106. Pilgrim with a quick snap down and a go behind.
2-0 lead for Assumption.
We saw plenty of pummeling and hand fighting out of our heavyweights in this last match. Well, that same activity takes place while we're down on the mat. Pilgrim with the release, 2-1 now. We're right back in a double.
Four-1 lead for Pilgrim. He's looking to get a turn here.
I got a little farmer action there. Be able to put the arm on the back. Going to finish with this half Nelson.
Pilgrim getting back points here. .50 seconds to go, and there's the fall. As Peyton Pilgrim defeats Connor Eads with a first period fall at 106 pounds.
At 106 pounds, Assumption's Peyton Pilgrim for the fall in 111 over Muscatine's Connor Eads.
113 pounds. I think Muscatine will forfeit.
113 pounds, Davenport Assumption, Jacob Mays receives a forfeit.
So Jacob Mays will win by forfeit. And I think we're going to see Assumption forfeit at 120. So Colin Dugan will get the forfeit at 120 pounds.
It's the Muskies on the board, so we're 21-6 now through these first 5 weights.
We're now at 126 pounds. Will be Gavin McLeod, the sophomore for the Muskies. And I think it's going to be Derek Bass.
Yeah, Bass the junior was a Class 2A place winner. I believe he took 4th as a freshman. Competed at the state tournament again last year, so one of Assumption's top talents.
Assumption in the black and red singlet. Muscatine in their black, purple, and gold singlets tonight.
What we have seen out of the Knights already is just how much they're attacking that head. Right out of the gate, they like their snaps, working from that front headlock, and then going low. So you see an ankle pick there. Bass with the takedown. Looking for a tilt right away. Ties up that seat belt. Similar action as we saw at a Morgan at 220. Just great hips, some turns. As long as you've got those arms tied up, you're not in as precarious of a situation as it may look. Double chicken wings, get both elbows. McLeod is going to be in trouble.
Now the swipe's starting to come. McLeod continuing to try to fight off, and he's able to survive. We'll have a 3-point near fall awarded. McLeod gets an escape. Now Bass in on another takedown attempt. He'll get the 2 points.
Quick to that same tilt. Scenario here, Bass looking to rack up some points. If we're going to be in this duel, these team points are imperative.
Another 3-point near fall for Bass. Takes a 10-1 lead. 20 seconds to go in the first period. Bass going for another turn right there on the edge.
Yeah, as long as he keeps his, we're going to whistle him out.
So they whistle it out of bounds.
Got 10 seconds. First move so important here.
We're in the first period at 126 pounds if you're just joining. This duel started at 220. Gavin McLeod against Derek Bass. Bass for Assumption, McLeod for Muscatine. As the first period comes to an end, a 9-point lead for Bass. McLeod will start at the neutral position.
Bass favoring that collar tie, trying to stuff the head. Into the underhook. And we're out of bounds. Got to that underhook, kind of a little throw by, drop into a leg. Bass has got a lot of tools he's working with. Underhook again. Double underhook, little inside trip attempt. McLeod trying to go with him.
Another takedown for Bass. Now, Bass trying to get position to work a turn in, but McLeod trying to minimize that effectiveness.
And Bass has got both legs in. He's on the far side there. I trust he's working side to side, trying to find something with wrists. He can get an arm on the back, power half potentially. Yep, he's going to try to shoot his head under. 45 seconds here in the second.
So he's trying to get his head under Gavin's arm, is that what?
Yeah, as best he can. Then he's able, now he's just going to sit back and bring the shoulder with him. Once he gets his swipe, hopefully he can lock there. And then Bass inevitably is looking for that fall to pick up that extra team point. So 15-1 after that 3-point.
Escape.
15-2. A takedown would do it here at the end of the period. 10 seconds. That'll do it for the tech fall.
There's the technical fall as Derek Bass defeats Gavin McLeod 17-2. So 5 team points there for the Knights at 126 pounds, setting up the 132-pound bout with the sophomore Lincoln Brookhart for the Muskies and Mikey Kirsten. So I think we're going to see for the Knights.
And in this matchup, you start looking for some of the same things. Can Muscatine be the early aggressor, or will Assumption continue to do as they've done and attack that head right away and be looking for points? We haven't seen the Muskies in the matches so far be the initial aggressor, and that really can set the tone. As you mentioned earlier, Joel, Lincoln coming off that big victory Monday night.
There was a situation with West Liberty where team points mattered, and Brookhart won in sudden victory to shut the door on the comeback attempt from West Liberty as a team, securing the 37-30 dual victory for the Muskies.
That was the last match of the entire night, so very exciting for that whole bench. You could tell they were to clinch that victory was a big one. Brookhart found himself trying to kind of snap down, get to a cradle.
Kirsten gets the takedown.
That seatbelt action again. He's got that far wrist, and we just called it seatbelt because he's pulling it down to his hip just like you would your over-the-shoulder seatbelt. The leg in again. I'd be willing to guess which of his teammates Kirsten finds in the room from time to time, because a lot of similarities as what we just saw out of Derek Bass. Yep.
Brookhart trying to fight and get an escape out of this situation, but
yeah, he's kept his base, still working hands well.
Kirsten will start in the down position.
Got 43 seconds here in the period, so we'll see if Brookhart are immediately up to his feet, working hands, trying to find this escape. Great job.
Escape. Kirsten right in on another shot, though.
Yep, low double leg there. He's still got both legs. Probably going to pick a side, or if he can drive all the way through. Brookhart doing a good job keeping those hips back as best he can. Now you see Kirsten trying to favor one side, cutting the corner a little bit.
You could see it at the scorer's table when they checked in. Brookhart working his way, trying to get his own takedown.
10 seconds. If he can hook that leg as he's pressuring in, just has to hook that under leg. Quick spin here with just 6 seconds on the clock.
Then he gets the 2. A short time takedown here by Lincoln Brookhart. And Assumption's coaches want to have a conversation.
Just want to make sure that he's behind the arms and he has some control of those hips before award the 2.
Is he challenging like a clasped hands situation too? I don't know.
Well, I think, yeah, you can tell by the body language a little bit. He's suggesting, hey, he's tied up on that leg. Can he really have control as he steps over?
And there is the secondary official who, there's no JV mat action, so both officials are here to have a conversation. So Coach Sonny Alvarez discussing whether or not that was a takedown by the Muskies. And again, there's no video review. This is simply just officials discussing what they saw. And judging by that body language, the takedown appears it's going to stand.
That's a tough one to overturn, but there was a lot of quick action, kind of nonstop.
So it'll be Assumption's choice to begin the second period. They're going to defer. And so Brookhart's going to stay down and start down. Lincoln Brookhart leading 3-2 after that short time takedown. Trying to capitalize on some of that momentum that he may have built from that.
And that quick stand up.
Kirsten trying to break that base down of Brookhart.
Spiral right on top, trying to sneak that leg in. On the leg ride. And just what we saw out of Bass. Trying to sit back. Got to be mindful of that shoulder. Can't take it towards the head. Probably should have whistled that.
And he backed off the shoulder, and now Brookhart trying to build back up to his feet.
And trying a little spladle action here. Kirsten going to break him down on the ankle.
Again, no riding time at the high school level if you're used to watching collegiate wrestling and just joining us. And now Kirsten's still trying to work that shoulder, that arm.
The farther Kirsten can shoot through, you can see his chest is still on his back. He really wants to shoot his chest all the way under the armpit, and then it's just a lever. He's going to keep working it.
Brookhart trying to fight through, and he's going to roll through, and now he's got a chance to reverse, and he gets the reversal, and he's got it on his back.
Yep,
he's in tight. Brookhart gets the fall. Brookhart with the huge fall for the Muskies.
Great job. He just kind of forced it. Kirsten forcing it a little bit on trying to.
Brookhart with a huge win.
Good roll through.
He's got some explosiveness to him, Wade.
Yeah, just stocky enough. I think I've said it, just how strong he is for that body. Still the same weight as he was a year ago, and just maturing into that 10th grade body. And he's an excited young man, no doubt. That's a big win. That does put the Muskies right back in here now with
16 points.
With some big
16 points on the fall.
Some big team matches or favorable Muskie matchups yet to come.
And now it's Nico Arceo for the Muskies against Caleb Kreinbring for the Knights.
Hand fighting with some wrists. Both wrestlers still trying to make sense of where their opening may be for a leg attack.
This was a weight class we didn't get to see on Monday for the Muskies.
Yeah, so this is Nico's first action here at home.
Kreinbring gets the 2. And now he's got a tilt. Two near fall points for Kreinbring, and now he goes for a second tilt.
Arceo just trying to fight to get his hands back in front there. Kreinberg going side to side, half on one side, Barnett on the other.
Kreinbring works him over on the shoulders, but now
Arceo
trying to roll through.
Yep, and he does. He's got those hips. Kreinberg walking back. 15 seconds on the clock.
Arceo's bridging, and he gets the escape. 2 near fall points awarded. Did they award an escape yet?
No. Yep. Kreinberg's still in control here. Just broke that unfavorable lock.
And time.
So 6-0 going to the second period.
Yep, so I apologize. No escape awarded. Arceo will defer his choice. Kreinbring will start down. As Arceo works the top position.
Kreinbring coming to his feet, working those hands again on the edge of the mat. Runs back to the center, gets his escape. Arceo circling nicely, not sure. We've seen a full attempt at a setup to a shot.
With 7-0 lead for Kreinbring with a minute to go here in the second period.
Both wrestlers are looking to pass those arms by or tap an elbow, get down to those legs, Joel. There's a lot of circling going on. There's a half attempt, just one arm to the leg. If Arceo can pop that elbow and then really commit with 2 hands to the leg, that gives us a greater opportunity to get points out of that effort. Kreinbring in the same boat. A lot of hand fighting. And trying to hop up that front headlock. He's in on a low, kind of straight on double leg. Arceo doing his best to keep his hips back, lifting that ankle. We got 15 seconds on the clock. If he can lift that elbow, break that grip. He's doing a great job keeping his hips away.
9 seconds.
At least in a position for a stalemate. If he can get his leg free, a quick spin. Just a second left. Nothing on that one.
Time expires. We'll go to the third period. Arceo's going to select neutral.
Joel, as you said, we didn't get to see Arceo Monday night, so I'm very impressed with this young Muskie wrestler.
Nico Arceo, just a freshman, in the purple and white singlet for the Muskies.
There he throws him by, drops down to that single, finds a double. He's trying to stay behind those arms. Hook that leg, hook that leg, hook the leg.
They're calling it potentially dangerous. So Arceo and Kreinbring will reset.
Now Arceo knows he can get to the leg, so let's find another one. Working those hands, he did a good job just kind of popping, lifting Kreinbring's elbow there. Free up a little space to get to the legs.
Caleb Kreinbring, the junior for Assumption, against Nico Arceo, the freshman for Muscatine. A minute to go here in the third period.
There he went again. Commit with 2 hands to that leg and suck it in. Now Kreinbrink looking for that front headlock. Kreinbrink with the 7-0 lead. Here again, we're dealing with team points. If he can find his way to a major decision, that's the difference between 4 and 3 team points. It's been a great match. It feels a lot closer than 7-0.
Arceo's going to get 2. He's got the takedown.
He's got to find
30 seconds.
A quick turn. He hasn't had the opportunity to be on top too long. Going to pop in that half. His bench is getting pretty anxious about trying to find a quick turn.
15 seconds. Five seconds to go here, and the escape awarded to Kreinbrink. Time expires. So 8-2 victory for Kreinbrink. But a strong battle from the freshman Arceo. So 3 more team points for the Knights, takes it to a 29-12 lead. And now we're at 145 as Mason Crabtree, the senior for the Muskies. Mike Marcius will get the call for the Knights. Crabtree trying to fight off the shot from Marcius. Marcius is in deep on that leg.
These two together, this is our first experience matchup, if you will. These are 2 very experienced wrestlers, respectively, so expecting a lot of action out of Macias and Crabtree.
2-point takedown, and then Macias gives the intentional release, so it'll be 2-1. That shows you the confidence Macias has in his offense.
Yeah, and early on, you're not giving too much away. Boy finds his way to that whip over.
So he gets the takedown, and now he's got some back points. Right now, Crabtree working really hard to try to stay off that fall.
He's got that head tight.
And there it is. Macias gets the turn and the fall. 1:10 left in the first period. And that will take us to the 160-pound bout as Alan Couture of Assumption will face off against Jared Lopez of the Muskies.
This is our 52 here, Joel.
Oh, excuse me, I skipped the weight.
You're good.
Connor Beck. This is going to be Cole Harlan, who is also weighed in at 145. He's going to bump up. I got to get my...
Couple seniors here, Joel.
I got to bring like a ruler next time to keep my lines in order.
This can be, yeah, it can there's not immediate substitutions necessarily. We're not keeping scorebook, but yeah, we got to stay on our toes. Back with the takedown.
Beck gets 2.
That body ride trying to find a power half.
Harland kind of broke it down onto his belly here. Connor Beck for the Muskies in the black singlet and gold with gold and purple trim. Against Cole Harlan. Now he's got some back points coming.
Yeah, a little suck back. He was trying for that. He's still got the half. A little suck back there. If he can just elevate that elbow. Connor really likes that. Find the boot in and then the suck back to the half. He's got this pretty good. We got 35 seconds. Elevate that head. He's tight.
And now Beck gets the fall. Senior Connor Beck gets 16 points for the Muskies as he pins Cole Harlan. Makes the team score 35-18. And now we're at 160 pounds. Where Jared Lopez, the junior, we expect to see Alan Couture. Nope, it's Colton Pilgrim. He's coming up from 52 to the 160.
We'll want to be on our toes now. There could be some we
fireworks.
we got 4 matches left, Joel?
Yep.
It's the first of 4. Assumption hasn't quite broken away yet. They've got their 17-point team lead. Pilgrim on the collar tie. Now to that single leg. Lopez trying to get those hips back. Stuff in the head, but Pilgrim doing a great job sucking those legs in. Switching off to the double, maybe a little too quick. So he's back to the single. That head still trapped. If he can pop that head up, nice job hooking the leg of Lopez and Jared Bales.
2-point takedown for Colton Pilgrim. Under a minute to go in the first period.
Pilgrim with that leg still, that Turk action, trying to still drive through. If Lopez can crawl forward and he breaks that leg free.
Muskie Wrestling brought to you by the Youth Sports Foundation. And now Lopez trying to work his way out, but good adjustment by Pilgrim.
Bench was pretty excited over there. Felt
I thought he could get his head up.
felt
now
Pilgrim was getting a little high maybe. We couldn't see all that from this far side. Now we've got Pilgrim with similar action that we just saw out of Connor Beck.
And time expires. And Jared Lopez able to fight off any back points there. Just a 2-0 lead for Pilgrim, who defers.
And I think Lopez was another one maybe we didn't get to see Monday. Do you recall him?
I agree. I don't think we got to see him Monday as well.
So this has been a great, as much as we talked about a jam-packed week, there were just a few matches we didn't see Monday. So to be able to see some of these Muskies coming out here.
Lopez selects down, trying to get the escape.
Still has his base. Pilgrim's getting a little high again, but securely has those boots in. Trying to find a wrist.
Well, at what point do you, I know we talk about inactivity and stalling. You can kind of fall into that category on this top position too here.
Yeah, as long as you're still, which I don't think Pilgrim.
I wasn't accusing him. I was just
no doubt.
educating.
As long as there's still activity towards scoring points, so whether it just be a turn or ultimately a fall.
Now he's getting.
But no doubt on top, you're at an advantage as it is. You can't just ride parallel, be on top. He's definitely looking to break those hips down.
55 seconds to go here in the second period. As Lopez trying to kind of buck.
Yep. If he can
Buck
keep
Pilgrim off the top here and get his head out.
Hunt, if he can big swim out of that right arm. Looking to swim. He's got the foot, so he's making sure he doesn't throw that other boot in, but he wants to keep circling with 25 seconds. Just as Pilgrim's trying to stack him up.
16 seconds here in the second period. Pilgrim trying to successfully ride out Lopez for the entire period. And that's going to do it for the period. Score remains 2-0 here at 160 pounds. Jared Lopez against Colton Pilgrim. Lopez for Muscatine and Pilgrim for Assumption. Pilgrim selects down.
Still just 2-0. That's hard. It's hard with a 2-minute ride out there, but Lopez is looking to find something for a turn.
Pilgrim going looking for something in the reversal, and he's got it. 2-point reversal awarded to Pilgrim.
Potentially dangerous there.
Call. We'll reset the action. So it's just potentially dangerous. They didn't award a technical violation, did they? No. And so Lopez will stay in the down position.
Not sure of the confusion here, or a little extra chatter. Lopez right to his feet.
Good mat return from Pilgrim. Roll through attempt by Lopez.
We'll have to see more of that. Clearly getting that leg in pretty easily.
.55 seconds to go here in the third period. 4-0 lead for Pilgrim. Lopez is going to have to try to work some magic from the bottom position here.
Yeah, need a roll attempt, or difficult with that leg in to find your way to a stand-up position. So if he can kind of sit his hips. The Pilgrim's done a great job just stretching him out, staying under the arms, working wrists. Just keeping Lopez flat to the mat.
Pilgrim has just proven to be very good in the top position here this match.
Indeed.
This match. Now he's trying for a tilt under 5 seconds.
And this decision will bring the night lead to 20 points on the team score.
As Colton Pilgrim defeats Jared Lopez at 160 pounds, 4-0. Now we move on to 170. Jet Fridley, the senior for the Muskies. We'll see who Assumption has. They've got a couple guys that they could throw at this with. Chase Diaz will get the call at 170 pounds. Officials confer. As Diaz and Fridley will have at it here at 170 pounds. Jet has some high hopes and for this senior season. Started out the season quite well.
Yeah, another matchup of two very experienced wrestlers. Poor call on the last one because that was a lot shorter than I had hoped or expected it would be, but hope this is an opportunity for both of these wrestlers to
see Diaz trying to kind of measure and keep that distance. He's got a little bit of, then there's Fridley in on a leg.
Jet down to the single, elevate to a dump. Still got him back on to his feet, trying to switch off to that double. Diaz doing a great job controlling those wrists as best he can. He's got a little whizzer there. It makes it very difficult for Fridley to switch off to that double. It breaks the lock completely, and now he's in a front headlock position. Will he want to stay there or go back to his feet? Trying that snap down.
Fridley works his way out of that headlock. Now
little arm spin back to the
back
single.
to the single.
Leg.
And he gets the 2 on the edge. 2-point takedown for Jet Fridley. 34 seconds to go in the first period. Diaz gets to his feet. Gets the escape.
20 seconds in the first period.
Fridley shoots again.
Diaz with a high crotch attempt, so
10 seconds. And they'll go out of bounds with 4 seconds to go in the period. And Fridley wins that first period, 2-1. And Jet will defer the choice in the second period. Diaz will select down.
So we're looking for a breakdown. There's 30 seconds left in that first period. Diaz did a great job coming to his feet right away, basing up. We're there again. Now we'll see who gets his first shot.
We're all tied up here with escape from Diaz. Chase Diaz in the black and red singlet. Jet Fridley in the black and purple and gold. It's Mississippi Athletic Conference action here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Both of these wrestlers are seniors. Premature. Diaz is a junior.
We're back to the hand fighting. Diaz has favored that underhook. We saw one high crotch attempt. He's trying to find his way to that front head.
Fridley gets to that leg again.
But Fridley drops that single. We're in a very similar situation again. Diaz working that. He doesn't have the wrist, so if Fridley can. Now he's squared up quite a bit. Broke the lock, so Diaz looking for a spin. He's got a near side cradle. Got to work those hands right away. Bad things coming. If Diaz can hook that leg.
Diaz gets the takedown, and now he's looking for a turn.
Just 20 seconds.
He's getting some swipes for back points. Fridley trying to avoid the fall, and he is unable to. Diaz comes back with a big fall against Jet Fridley at 170 pounds. With 11 seconds to go in the period, Diaz able to complete the fall.
The Knights have found some big team points in some highly contested matches, or what was expected to be coming in tonight.
Ty Kozad getting his first varsity action of the night, of the season, at 182 pounds. He'll go against Johnny Argo, two of the better running backs in the in the area as well. Ty Kozad, a standout running back for the Muskies, and Johnny Argo, first team All-State.
Kozad drops that leg.
Is this the last of the Argos, too? Is this the youngest of the brothers?
I believe so, and that chatter took place a few years ago, so I'm quite a line.
Great
that should
history.
be fun as we start getting into the holidays here around. Those are some backyard football games that I hope the McLeod boys can match at some point.
And Johnny Argo for the Knights against Ty Kozad for the Muskies. We're at 182 pounds. Argo in on the shot.
Just
Elevates
strength.
Kozad. And he'll get 2 points for the takedown there. And Kozad just a sophomore.
Great to see Ty out on the mat. Just obviously an athlete, and see him grow. So we're getting to that stage, Joel, with Gavin, our oldest, a sophomore. Boy, I remember too many of these guys when they were knee high. Kozad very explosive, found his way to the escape there. Argo with a 2-1 lead. I don't think that's the last tackle we will have seen in this one. I think both these guys are looking to get to the legs. I'd encourage attacking maybe one. Ty kind of attempted the straight on double. There's Argo again, just strength enough to lift and finish.
So 2 more points for Argo.
He sees an opening, went and just attacking those legs. Hand it to Argo.
I just go back to coaching football at Muscatine 15 years ago when Willie Argo was the running back and wrestler for the Knights and a standout baseball player. So it seems to be the never-ending line. 4-1 lead for Argo, Johnny Argo, excuse me. We might see a Joe at the next weight class. That's what I was looking at. No points yet.
Argo with his reversal, sprung up to his feet. Kozad holding on for dear life, but once that grip was broken. And Argo with the legs in, working high on those shoulders. A couple of familiar positions from this duel.
1 minute to go in the second period as Argo works the turn. And Kozad rolls through, and he gets the reversal. And Argo gets an escape. 40 seconds to go here in the second period. Argo in on a shot. He'll get 2 more.
Ty's got his hips to the side there. Argo still has the arm. 30 seconds here if he can circle him back in.
And they're calling him out. So return him to the center. Kozad trying to get a quick escape. He has it.
Still plenty of time for a shot, too. I think both these guys are still thinking, can I find a takedown here by the end?
Argo gets one. 10 seconds. Argo will take an 11-4 lead into the third period. Kozad's going to start down with his choice. And Ty Kozad here at 182 pounds against Johnny Argo. Kozad able to get an escape. Gets the lead to 6. Argo, another shot, and he gets 2 more. Just really efficient at that double leg.
Yeah, Ty hasn't responded too well on those shots. Those are squared up. Argo really hasn't even had to drop to a knee and put himself in a tough spot, really just sucking in those hips and driving through. So something Kozad will have to work on, just to be circling, understand when those hips are attacking.
And now Ty tries to roll through, and Argo gives it up, so he'd rather give up that reversal than the back points to go along with it. Kozad's been able to do that a couple times today.
Yeah, I will. We've seen a few scenarios where Assumption, they're looking for extra back points, have maybe been a little too aggressive, not completely secure, but kudos to the Muskies to roll through, get their hips back on top.
Argo gets another takedown, pushes his lead to 9. 30 seconds to go here in the third period.
Good chance for Kozad, as you mentioned, Joel, to get a little varsity experience here tonight.
I mean, against one of the better wrestlers in the entire state.
Yep, absolutely.
Under 10 seconds. And Ty Kozad will fall to Johnny Argo, 16-7. Good match there between those two. Coach Mock's going to be really happy, I think, with that effort from that young 182-pounder.
That Ty's a positive kid too, so to just can handle that. I won't suspect that I want to get inside his head to know what he was thinking going out tonight necessarily, but I know that one will bead right off, and he's always just looking to compete. So
now we see Nathan Beatty up here at 195, and I didn't hear who the Assumption wrestler was, because they've got a couple guys weighed in.
Yeah, I missed too if this is Schaefer or not.
So this is either Rhett Schaefer or Joe Gasson. And if you're a longtime Muskie and that last name sounds familiar for Joe Gasson, it is the son of longtime Muscatine football coach Mark Gasson. And I apologize, we didn't hear the announcement. Zero with a minute gone here in the first period. And out of bounds. He'll return to center.
As we at the beginning of the duel saw that Coach Mock was bumping some guys up. This is where we find Beatty wrestling up a weight class. Early on, Coach Mock just trying to juggle weights accordingly, that he had hoped to put his Muskies in the best position to make this a tighter duel than it turned out to be.
Under 30 seconds to go in the first period. Neither wrestler able to crack through with the score. Assumption's got an underhook. This is Rhett Schaefer from the scorer's table. I have that confirmed. Under 10 seconds.
Not a lot of action in that first period. I am mindful of the fact that Nate's wrestling up a class here. We've seen recently him really start to put that offense to work, so still need to see that yet this match. He goes down to start the second. False start, little early, premature on Schaefer. Beatty exploding to his feet, staying in.
He gets the escape. That was some quick feet there from Beatty.
Yeah, high knees all the way to the scores table. So hopefully that was just enough to get Beatty, blood flowing a little bit. Schaefer with the underhook. He's working the head. The final match of this first duel.
Beatty out of bounds. A good shot there from Beatty. Just ran out of real estate.
I always thought the mat looked smaller with these bigger guys out there. I don't know how.
And Schaefer's kind of working the action towards the edge.
Beatty circling in. He had that. It's kind of a one-arm snatch he was looking to get, pushing off on the collar tie.
We're under a minute here in the second period.
Both wrestlers pushing in quite a bit. We're looking to see a snap here at some point. Half attempt to that leg again. Nothing to the knees, still on his feet.
Beatty
hasn't cleared those arms yet, but yeah, he's trying to kind of drop just a quick half shot attempt to those. He's gonna have to commit, find an angle, and fully attack the hips. 20 seconds. Schaefer trying the same thing, just pushing straight on. Little bulldoze attempt, just trying to snatch behind that knee.
16 seconds left in the period. Both of these wrestlers just kind of trying to see what the opportunity is, and the time will expire here in the second period. Schaefer will select down. Beatty leads 1-0. He was able to get an escape in the second period.
Nate's trying to send him to his hip. If he can find that Navy ride behind the knee and tilt him back towards himself. He's got the wrist. He's got the Navy ride. He's looking to just sit back. If he can secure both. Schaefer doing a good job trying to keep his hands in front. He's got the opportunity to elevate that leg. Boy, those were close to swipes. Now he's going to commit with both arms to that one leg, and now maybe he can hop up to the head. Put him in position, finding the half. That's a good spot to be, Joel.
There we see one swipe. Schaefer fighting hard.
There's a minute, and if somehow he could just sit here for a minute, that'd be okay too. Keeping pressure in, that chest pressure. As long as the leg and those arms. Boy, keep him on the mat. Schaefer doing a great job turning those hips, scooted all the way from the center of the mat. That's good fight. This is still a match, so just that 3-point near fall. 4-0, Schaefer goes back underneath.
Great job by Beatty to keep that pressure. Schaefer did a nice job, though, too, of keeping the worst case scenario for him from happening.
Beatty right back to that wrist and right back to that Navy ride.
This is the last bout of this duel at 195 pounds.
20 seconds.
Under 10 seconds. And Beatty
with the ride out.
And Nathan Beatty going up a weight class and getting a big decision over Rhett Schaefer of the Knights. So that'll make the final score of the duel. Davenport Assumption, it's 48-21 is the final score of the duel, as the Muskies will take the L in that duel, but they have to feel real good about a lot of those wrestlers, Wade.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of those matches were shorter than I would have expected. Too quick on the pins. I have to hand it to the Knights for just getting after it. We picked up some big ones too. Brookhart back with those big falls. Take a break. I think each one, obviously you walk away from that at every weight. You've got something to take away, think about. We'll sit back and watch Central and Assumption.
We will take a quick break right now as they kind of reset the mats as we get ready for the duel between Assumption and Davenport Central, and the Junior Muskie Wrestling Club will be recognized here. We'll take about a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with more wrestling action on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
And we actually came back a little bit early as they are recognizing the Junior Muskies Wrestling Club. Wade, I know this is a group that you have worked with a lot, and this is great to have them get a chance to get out and get recognized by the community.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun for me just to see. I've turned the clock back a little bit and less involved at the high school level, but watching these youth wrestlers.
You got a couple kids in the room too. So
yeah, no doubt. We've got kids from preschool up through 8th grade. They're pretty excited to be out here on the big boy mat. Just over 50 kids part of our program this winter.
It's great to see the youth of the community, learning the sport, and they're getting a big round of applause from this community, and a big wave to the fans, and big wave from their coach here, my partner, Wade McLeod. And who are some of the other assistants that work with you guys in the room? The other
couple
coaches?
Former Muskie wrestlers. We've got Wes Chesling and his 2 boys, Tyson Phillips, just integral for everything we do. Sam Nitzel is newer to our room, and really have enjoyed getting to know these guys on a closer level as dads, fans of wrestling, coaches. That's quite a fraternity. And then lastly, he's not up here tonight. Nate Bradley actually on a work trip down to Brazil. So it would be quite a story if Nate's tuning in from Brazil. I can't wait to hear that. But that foursome are really my right hand. We've got practices 3 nights a week, and so it takes every one of us to try to control that room accordingly.
Yeah, a great program here in our community, and really to see the numbers increasing at every level of wrestling in our town is so important, and those youth programs are the beginning of it all. And we'll be back in a little bit, so we're going to take another short break here as Davenport Central and Davenport Assumption will face off in Duel 2 of our triangular.
Arty's Ice Cream and Grill, 609 West 5th Street, Wilton, Iowa.
We
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about Pearl City Media.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory, or maybe you want to book more appointments, or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
You know RIVO as expert plumbers, but did you know RIVO can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, RIVO can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call RIVO Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
And welcome back to Muscatine High School on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. I'm Joel Krausar, along with my partner Wade McLeod. It is Mississippi Athletic Conference Wrestling. Muscatine and Assumption just finished the first duel of this triangular. Assumption winning that team battle. And now we will have Davenport Central face off with the Knights. Starting at 285 pounds, we anticipate Joe Turner again for the Knights facing off with Reyes Lira. I think that could be a pretty good matchup. Lira, I got good intel from former Davenport Central great Julian Vandervelde that there's some great feet on Lira. He's an offensive lineman, defensive lineman in the football program, and Julian a fantastic wrestler as well on top of his football accolades. So that's someone I trust when he gives me some advice on how the big men can move.
Yeah, I think he's spot on. This should be a good one right out of the gate.
So Reyes Lira and Joe Turner at heavyweight, and then we'll work our way through the lineup as this duel progresses. Central, the home team on the scoreboard. As Turner and Lira lock up.
And with the new duel, we've got some other action here in the gym, so we'll hear some other whistles. Be mindful of just our mat here, the varsity mat.
The JV mat going on right next door.
We recall from that first matchup, Turner certainly favored that underhook to kind of a pinch headlock as he defeated Evan Frankie in the first duel.
little different order as Frankie was a 220-pounder who was wrestling up. Lyra is all you can handle as far as much better size matchup as far as pound for pound.
Yeah, this is more typical of a matchup, but you can still see, boy, Turner's a large being.
He's tall.
There's that underhook. Turner looking to throw it by, get to that single leg. Lyra fighting, trying to get his foot back to the mat. Stretch out Turner. Gets his feet back to the mat, but Turner, there's that pinch headlock. Lyra's going to have to circle out of that, and yeah, as he does.
20 seconds to go here in the first period. We're scoreless at 285. Turner's 6'4". Played football at 289 pounds, so he's right probably there at that 285 mark.
Yeah, there's the limit on the weight class here at 285 now, but yeah, I'm sure he was. We all know how we can work those press books, but there's no doubt he's 280 and pushing the weight limit of the class. Big boy, moves very well. He springs up to his feet, circling out, gets his escape. Now we haven't seen too much out of Lyra. He's been kind of responding to what Turner has brought his way. We'll see if he's got a more legitimate attempt to the legs or looking for a pass by. Turner's been relentless on that head.
"50 seconds have passed by in the second period. Stall warning now on Lyra. Official saw some of the same things you were seeing there, Coach.
Yeah, not that Turner necessarily has put himself in a precarious situation and been that aggressive, but he's definitely the one creating the action, moving Lyra somewhat at will from one edge of the mat to the other. So Reyes Lyra needing to find a means of creating an angle, snapping, snatching a leg, something, and Turner just is committed to working that head, trying to pummel into the underhook. It's a half attempt at a little pass by, trying to shuck that elbow.
Under 30 seconds to go in the second period.
Another attempt. He's creating that angle. Now if he can just commit to attacking the hips. Now we're seeing some action out of Lyra.
Under 10. And time as the period will end. Third period will begin and Lyra will select the down position. He'll try to tie it up with an escape. Lyra with a stall warning. So the next one of that kind would result in a point for Turner.
Lyra trying to buck Turner off his hips a little bit. Going to have to find his way to his feet, but instead Turner with the breakdown. He's got Lyra down on his belly. Now he's working that head to a power half if he can. Turner's awfully parallel right now, but Lyra, as you mentioned, Joel, I mean, he has been warned for stalling, so he's got to keep moving. That head's got to be off the mat.
Well, it's hard to do that with Turner just kind of pushing it down.
And just as I say that, he brings his head up and gets crossface. So, yeah, that's tough, and Turner finds a fall.
Turner gets the fall. So Joe Turner will start off with the 16 points, getting a fall. And we'll head to the 106-pound weight class, where Peyton Pilgrim will face off against Josh Hernandez. Pilgrim, who had an impressive match against Connor Eads of Muscatine. We'll see if he can build off that momentum. He was really active. He was quick, and he got a lot of shots in that first matchup against Eads. And I don't have any grade classifications on my sheet that I have in front of me.
I think we've got a couple of sophomores facing off here, Joel. And Pilgrim with the whip over.
He's got
that underhook.
2 near fall points, as Pilgrim will take a 4-0 lead. And another turn
He's
and
got
a
the
fall.
stack.
So Pilgrim makes short work of Joshua Hernandez. An Assumption will take a 12-0 team lead.
106 pounds. Peyton Pilgrim of Assumption with a fall in 47 seconds over Josh Hernandez of Central.
And we've got a forfeit at 113 as Jacob Mace will get the forfeit at 113. And now at 120 pounds, we'll see Ashton Westerfield of Central will get a forfeit. And I think Derek Bass is going to get a forfeit as well at 126 pounds. So I'll make the team score 24-6 as Mikey Kirsten, we think we'll see Colin Frost for Central. So Kirsten from Assumption, who Lincoln Brookhart did an outstanding job, battled back and got a pin against Kirsten in his matchup against the Muskies.
Yeah, that was a big one for the Muskies. I really thought that'd be the start of a little momentum for Muscatine. Which is also why I'm so eager to see this matchup, so we make sense of what that third duel may bring.
I think you're working through a technical issue at the scorer's table right now.
As long as they know who the wrestlers are on the mat, we may sound like fools here trying to guess who our student athletes are out there, but we want to make sure we got that squared away from the get-go.
We'll be back in this gym tomorrow night for Muskie girls basketball. Bob Long will be joining me for that broadcast. And then Saturday afternoon, the Muskie girls will be back at it again. We'll have all that action for you live here. It is Colin Frost against Mikey Kirsten. Frost, a freshman, against Kirsten, the junior. Both wrestlers trying to work an angle there. Kirsten locked in on a headlock. Now he's trying to work to get that Is that cradle he's trying to set in
Yep,
there?
that near side cradle. He decided, hey, I'm going to try to get my 2 and the spin around, and of course, perfect timing. He gets it anyway.
So Frost surrenders a 2-point takedown to Kirsten. Now Kirsten will work to try to ride.
Kirsten to that cradle.
He's in tight on that. He's going to get the near fall points for sure. He's going for more.
Hard to tell if Frost is keeping that right shoulder up nicely or not. He's bent a little bit.
And there's the fall. Mikey Kirsten defeats Colin Frost by fall at 132 pounds. That'll take us to 138 pounds. Caleb Kreinbring for the Knights. And he'll receive a forfeit at 138.
These forfeits slow it down a little bit, Joel.
I think we're going to see another forfeit here at 145. As Mikey Macias will get the forfeit at 145. Let's see what we're going to see here at 52. Assumption kind of juggled this lineup a little bit in the duel against the Muskies. We think we'll see Jacob Jancy for the Blue Devils. At 152. And we'll see Cole Harlan here at 152 for Assumption. So Jancy in the blue and red singlet, Harlan in the black and red. Assumption leads the duel 42-6. Jancy in on a shot.
Well, tap and go, drops a single, pops his head out for his 2.
Gets 2 on the takedown.
Harlan keeping his base, but Jancy chopping arms, looking for wrists.
Jancy able to break him down. Now he's looking for a turn.
Yeah, he's got that forearm. He's trying to step over the head. Just under
a minute here in the first period. Jancy looks for a new position here. Harlan working back to his base.
He's basing out a little bit. He needs to look to improve too. Jancy gets that seat belt into a Hofstra tilt.
14 seconds. Unable to get Enough swipes there for back points.
He's trying to hold him nicely in his hips, but a lot of flopping around there by Harlan.
Jancy. So Jancy, and the time expires, will take a 2-0 lead here into the second period. So Jancy will start down.
Quick to the switch.
And a 2-point reversal for Jancy. He's been impressive.
Yeah, similar finish as he had on the shot in the first period, just creating that motion and driving through with a bit of a double leg finish. We'll see if Jancy will be going back to those same attempts at the tilts.
Out of bounds. And reset to the center. Again, Jancy working for a tilt. And there he's getting a few swipes. He got 2 near fall points there.
Able to hold Harlan a little tighter there, just with the seatbelt and the arm bar. He hops over now. He's going to run it from the other side.
And he gets the fall. Just persistence there from Jacob Jancy, earning the fall on Cole Harland of Assumption. So 6 big team points there for the Blue Devils. Head coach Mike Baker for Davenport Central. He's assisted by Terrence McGinn and Jacob Lamontia. As we move to 160 pounds. Colton Pilgrim will be on the mat for the Knights against Charles Ebeling for the Blue Devils. And we're at weight class 160. We started this duel with the big boys at 285.
Little duck under.
Takedown for Colton Pilgrim.
We recall Pilgrim riding those legs against Jared Lopez in the first duel.
Looking for a tilt and back points.
Sucking him back. Nice and tight. Try to get his swipes here. If he finds a way to then adjust and get his hips on top, he may go for the fall or be looking to just rack up a number of points.
2-point near fall awarded to Pilgrim. He's going back for more.
Got to adjust to get those hips on top. He found himself getting a little high in his first match. Doing a great job turning his own hips to the mat so he can hop on top if need be. Now he's working that wrist ride. Rolling through. From one to the next, boy. Pilgrim looking to rack up a lot of near fall points here. 15 seconds left. Ebling works to his feet but runs out of time.
So 7-0 lead after the first period for Colton Pilgrim. Ebling will defer, and Pilgrim takes neutral. Pilgrim, the junior. Ebling, a freshman.
Pilgrim's got that double leg. He's just working up the body, sucking up the hips, and finds his way to his takedown.
2 more points.
Ebling needs to be crawling forward, or this is going to get bad. He's got the arm now. Does Pilgrim? Ebling works back to his belly.
Now there's Pilgrim again going for back points and more. So 3 more near fall points. We're close to a technical fall here.
Yeah, I like that cross-body power half in the earlier period. If he can readjust the situation we just had him in, close to the center of the mat.
Pilgrim working. He wants that fall badly. And he gets it with 37 seconds to go in the second period. Colton Pilgrim wins over Charles Ebling by fall at 160 pounds.
160 pounds, Assumption's Colton Pilgrim with a fall at 324 over Central's.
We'll go to 170.
170 pounds.
And Chase Diaz will get a forfeit at 170. Assumption with 6 more points. Team score is 54-12. You see a fall over there on the JV mat. That's another Assumption night getting a fall. At 182, Cortez Goodwin will face off with Johnny Argo. Goodwin in the blue and red singlet for the Blue Devils, and Argo in the red and black.
We saw Argo just lower his level and drop to those double legs in his first match this evening.
Argo defeated Ty Kozad of Muscatine at 182. Both wrestlers kind of fighting, measuring their shot. And there's Goodwin.
Goodwin popped the elbow, trying to get to those legs. Argo trying to little headlock in response, and then just the go behind for the takedown.
2 points for Johnny Argo.
Argo riding that wrist. Like a 2-on-1 if he can get the bar arm, or find a tilt here. Trying to trust himself. He's got the seat belt, but if he can roll through and find a tilt, otherwise he's looking for something to free up to actually just go for the turn. Goodwin really ought to be digging, get that wrist back. And now we've had the clock stop.
And a clock issue. And a caution, a stall warning against
Argo.
Against Argo.
There's some question.
Creates some confusion from the bench. Of the
request for clarification, I think, is what we witnessed on the Assumption bench.
So Argo.
6 seconds as we bring it back to the center.
Cortez Goodwin for the Blue Devils. Unable to escape. And Argo will take a 2-0 lead into the second period. Central defers their choice. Argo selects down.
Goodwin went to the ankle. Running Argo forward. He's got a half right now, looking a little shake and bake as they're still on their knees. We'll have a restart just 15 seconds in.
Goodwin. Argo able to get to his feet and get out. Now Goodwin goes for a shot.
Not much of a setup there, kind of dive in. Argo understood that, reacted. But Goodwin back to his feet. Argo with a little sweep single for a takedown, taking a 5-0 lead. Tying up those wrists right away. Remember, Goodwin was just warned for stalling underneath, and he is not responding, still with his hips to the mat.
He builds back to a little bit of a base there. Argo pushes him forward. And we're out of bounds. 47 seconds to go in the second period. We're at 182 pounds. This duel started at 285. Johnny Argo for Assumption against Cortez Goodwin of Davenport Central.
Just dawned on me, Joel, as such, we'll get our traditional 106 start in our third match. So all you old timers will get to see the little guys on up through the heavyweights tonight yet.
We almost fall into that old timer category.
Oh yeah, well, maybe I should say purists, traditionalists.
Argo unable to get him past vertical. Cortez fights off the tilt. And that'll be the end of the period. So Goodwin selects neutral. Going to try to work this on his feet.
Yeah.
Still within range here, 5-0 lead.
He's brought some action on his feet so far, so if he can get something set up, and Argo with that quick double leg.
No points given. Yeah, the only problem is that Argo is pretty darn good on his feet too. He can hit you from a couple different angles.
Yeah, it was good to see him pull the trigger. Quite frankly, I don't think we've spent enough time in this match on our feet just yet. Not that Goodwin had the choice when he was underneath, but we've seen a lot from Argo on his feet. There's another shot, so get that opportunity.
Could have been trying to roll through, and now he's got some near fall points. Is Argo looking to? He gets 2 near fall points, so with the takedown and that near fall, pushes the lead to 9. Goodwin goes out of bounds. Under a minute to go here in the third period. Argo handles that spin attempt.
Yeah, Goodwin trying to move those hips. A bit of an attempt at a switch. Now Argo's riding him out. His bench has requested that he keep him down here, keep the pressure on. Been awfully successful on his feet, but I can appreciate wanting to commit to turning this guy. Hasn't been as successful, whether that's because we're not doing much underneath or has been able to defend that, but John Argo looking to get some more points from this top position with 15 seconds left in this match. He secured that major decision.
So Argo defeats Cortez Goodwin at 182 pounds. Gets 4 team points for the Knights. Moves the team score to 58-12 as we move on to the 195-pound weight class. Rhett Schaefer at 195 pounds for Assumption will face Alonzo Duarte for the Blue Devils.
Schaefer underhook. Oh, we're out of bounds.
Schaefer was defeated by Nathan Beatty of the Muskies.
Quickly to that underhook again, still with the collar tie. Deciding whether or not he wants to get to a snap, more of a front headlock, or he throws that by, it gets to a single. They're off the edge again. Duarte hasn't yet controlled that tie. He's looking for a little half attempt. There's that pinch headlock. Duarte trying to respond.
2-point takedown awarded to Schaefer.
Lifts that near leg, driving through, trying to take him to his back. Duarte with a switch. Gets his reversal.
Now potentially dangerous call. It's 31 seconds to go in the first period. We're all tied at 2. And Schaefer will start in the down position. Restart after potentially dangerous. Cortez Goodwin, or excuse me, Alonzo Duarte for the Blue Devils.
Ten seconds. Schaefer to his feet. Short time. He's got a cutaway here. Square up.
And we are out of time in the period. We'll finish tied at 2. Duarte did a nice job not surrendering the escape there in short time.
Yeah, nice tight ride, kind of from a standing spiral, just under the arms there, recognizing the clock.
Schaefer chooses to go neutral to begin the second period.
Joe Turner, he no doubt feels comfortable in that underhook. So we'll see if he gets that kind of 1-2 punch, that same pinch headlock action. Duarte trying to get to the legs.
It's interesting though that with there being no riding time in high school, wouldn't the advantage really be to start down to try to get that escape point in this tied matchup?
So typically we do talk through that. It is interesting that you get that, in my opinion, that free point. When you're underneath, all I have to do is get out from underneath. However, if the guy is either exceedingly comfortable in another position or just isn't sure he knows how to respond or how his opponent's going to respond underneath. You go with where you've got your confidence. So what I would have hoped to see from Schaefer at this point was get into his offense already. And here he's got he's got the chin. Now double unders with the head. This is a bit of a stalemate here because we've got both elbows tied up with double unders. So we come back to our feet anyway.
And I'm not questioning Coach Alvarez and his staff and Schaefer in their decision. I just conventional wisdom, which maybe isn't that conventional, would try to get that extra that escape point. Easier said than done. And there's good. Duarte gets the takedown.
We'll see what Schaefer thinks from underneath here, as it turns out anyway. So
20 seconds to go in the period.
Duarte finished the first period on top. Ooh, that elbow. No need.
Potentially dangerous. We'll restart. Under 10 seconds.
Hips. He's at least going to find his one. He's looking for the reversal. Got his escape.
He gets the escape as the time expires. So big escape point there for Rhett Schaefer, the sophomore for Assumption, as Duarte will take down to begin the third period. Duarte with a 1-point lead after getting that takedown in the second period.
That should be a caution because he didn't explain what he was going to do anyway.
And so, yeah, the Coach Baker.
Coach Alvarez is still adamant that we should go neutral here and win it on our feet. And this could be a case where just not sure how experienced we are wrestling on the mat. I've been impressed with Schaefer on his feet, able to work that head, but Duarte's been taking some shots now too, so this will be...
So stalling call on Schaefer. I don't think the score is correct.
Yeah, they'll get this fixed. Now we're in good shape here with a 5-3 lead for Duarte. Oh, there's Schaefer with the underhook. Elevating that. Somebody's going to get a headlock here.
Duarte.
Now he broke his lock. Now Schaefer. Oh, tough.
No points given. The official felt they were outside of the circle.
But he's seen some success there, so he'll hopefully get back to that. Duarte, we'll see if he can get to the legs. He's been able to clear that elbow. Like to see one of these young men get to a takedown to finish this one off. It's been a good match.
We're under a minute here in the third. There's Schaefer getting to the leg.
Elevates. Oh, he's tempted to go to the head, but if he can just elevate that leg. Nice whizzer by Duarte. Arm drag for his takedown. And jumps right to a cradle. I believe he's got something locked there, Joel. 35 seconds.
He's got a 4-point lead, does Duarte. Under 30 seconds to go in the third period. Duarte trying to see if he can work this cradle and get a turn. Yeah, that's a tough position.
These guys have been getting after it for nearly 6 minutes, too.
Alonzo Duarte under 15 seconds with a 7-3 lead.
Good match. What I like there is both wrestlers committed to what they have confidence in, got after it. Some really good scrambles by some bigger wrestlers. Duarte with the victory.
So Alonzo Duarte gets the decision over Rhett Schaefer. Gets 3 team points for his team. And we go to 220 pounds. I think Aiden Morgan might be getting a forfeit here. as Aiden Morgan wins by forfeit, and that will finish off this duel between Assumption and Central, and they'll take a 64-15 victory in this Mississippi Athletic Conference action. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with our third duel of the evening as the Muscatine Muskies take on Davenport Central.
Arty's Ice Cream and Grill, 609 West 5th Street, Wilton, Iowa.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about Pearl City Media.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory, or maybe you want to book more appointments, or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
You know RIVO as expert plumbers, but did you know RIVO can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, RIVO can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call RIVO Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Welcome back to the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. I'm Joel Krausar, along with my partner Wade McLeod, as Davenport Assumption just defeated Davenport Central in the second duel of this triangular, as we await now the Central Blue Devils against the Muscatine Muskies. And Wade, some sad news in the wrestling community the last few weeks here. Last week with the passing of legendary Rockridge wrestling coach Rick Amy, who passed away at the age of 67 on December 3rd. And then on Monday, the following Monday, Mark Ryland, longtime head coach and national champion at the University of Iowa, a longtime head coach at Iowa City West, Mark Ryland passing away as well. So two giants in our area in this sport passing away far too soon.
Yeah, in our area and in our era. They had really the honor to come through, and separate stories for both. I mean, Coach Amy crossed the river, didn't compete directly against his son Steve, but just phenomenal talent. And we wrestled Rockridge every year to start the season. Little brief look at the competition east of the river. You just remember, and of course now in our older grown-up ages, you lose sight of just how respectful those years were. So very sad for the Amy family. And then turning to Coach Ryland, a little closer connection there, just because we did, compete more so on the Iowa side, and Coach Ryland was instrumental in a lot of the whole state of Iowa, our freestyle program, and the honor to compete up at the Fargo national tournament for Team Iowa, and Coach Ryland was the one to get me into freestyle and have me run over to the Iowa City West, Sunday afternoon practices, and it just tough to lose two young coaches, and have been such a instrumental part of wrestling in our area. So very sad. You don't have the words to help out the family, but this time of year when there's so much to be joyful about, those are really, really sad passing. Tough news.
Yeah, my connection to Coach Ryland was secondary as well, or for me was secondary. One of my linebacker coaches when I was coaching at Wilton as the defensive coordinator was Chad Beatty, who was an All-American at Iowa and wrestled for Wilton, but he ended up coaching with Coach Ryland at Iowa City West, and was instrumental in Chad getting his opportunity at Cornell College. And just talking with Chad last week about that was, I know it's such an influential person in so many wrestlers. You think about all the state championships that Iowa City West won under the leadership, but that's not the important part. Those coaches had massive impact on so many student athletes and just students. Dustin Cadu, a gentleman who played quarterback for Coach Amy on one of the state championship football teams at Rock Ridge, was a former coworker of mine, and just sent me in a text message earlier this week just how much Coach Amy meant to him and his Rock Ridge family. And so our thoughts and prayers go out to those coaches, and just commend them for their dedication to the development of young people, not just the athletes that they coached, but all the young people in their community that they worked with. We're going to take another short break. We'll be back with this final duel of the night between Davenport Central and Muscatine.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone can make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Arty's Ice Cream and Grill, 609 West 5th Street, Wilton, Iowa.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about Pearl City Media.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory. Or maybe you want to book more appointments. Or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
And we are back at Muscatine High School. I'm Joel Krausar along with Wade McLeod. It's Duel 3 of this triangular. We're about 4 minutes away from this getting underway. We've got to make sure Davenport Central has their recovery time from their duel where they fell to Davenport Assumption. Both of these teams lost to Assumption. Muscatine fared a little bit better against the Knights than did Central. So both of these teams maybe going to take a shot here. This is their chance to get a win on the dual schedule right here.
Yeah, I was surprised to see the number of open weights for Central, so we don't always have the intel on if we were down a few kids today necessarily or not. So that is going to, much like the West Liberty duel Monday night, that'll play into it. We'll see how many contested matches we have. And then kind of behind the scenes, you end up kind of keeping track of those just to make sure you're competing in those that you've got an opponent.
If you tuned in earlier today on DiscoverMuscatine.com and the Discover Muscatine Broadcast Network, you would have seen Coach Scott Mock as the guest at the Purple and Gold Club today at Pizza Ranch here in Muscatine. And I did watch that interview. I was unable to attend due to my work schedule, but I was able to watch it. And I really enjoyed what he said about the discipline that he's seeing from his guys because of the unique aspect of the sport is many sports you're done with practice, you get to go home and kind of you don't have to make all of the same choices that you necessarily do as a wrestling with the weight management, with the nutrition, with the hydration, some of those different things that are monitored in this particular sport. And it was impressive to hear the glowing things that he said about how he feels like his guys are handling that in his program.
Yeah, not to take away from any of the other sports, but I mean it is a commitment for the entire season, as it is obviously with any of the sports, but
it's just a different type of adjustment.
Yes, it's for the household. It needs to be committed to it. You're getting on buses at 4:30, 5 a.m. on a Saturday to make it to a tournament and home hopefully by 8 that night. So it is something that you really have to commit. And even the shirts we had our club kids wearing tonight, there's an expectation. Work hard, commit, and then expect the same of your teammates. So these guys it is a band of brothers. That's what it takes. You earn the right to compete alongside one another. You battle in that room. Another piece of what Coach Mock had to share today was just that. You keep it in the room. We're going to battle. We expect it of one another, but then it's us against the world outside of those walls. So I hope we see that yet tonight too. Everyone who gets a chance to compete really get after it and be racking up some points for the Muskies.
And we've seen that enthusiasm. We saw it in the first duel against Assumption. Lincoln Brookhart, who had a great match, who was able to get a reversal that turned into a fall. And the sideline, the wrestlers on the bench erupted off their seats. And like we said, we thought that might spur on some momentum, but we'll see if some of that enthusiasm, that momentum will carry on here into this duel at Davenport Central, where we will start at 106 pounds. You mentioned for the traditionalists, this is the match for you, as Connor Eads will head the Muskies in the beginning first match at 106 against Joshua Hernandez. Muscatine is open at 113 pounds. And then at 120 pounds, Colin Dugan, we expect to face Ashton Westerfield. Corbin Session could get the call there for Central, so we'll have to keep our eye on that. And then Central is open at 126 pounds, so Gavin McLeod, we anticipate having an open match there. And then Lincoln Brookhart, the sophomore, against Colin Frost, with Lincoln with 2 big wins his last 2 matches. And then Nico Arceo, the freshman, at 138 against Devon Skinner of Central. And then Mason Crabtree at 145. We anticipate him facing Dylan Bowles. And then at 152, Connor Beck against Jacob Jancy, who had an outstanding match against the Knights. At 160, Jared Lopez against Charlie Ebling. And then at 170, we expect Jet Fridley against Tristan Kern, and we will work our way through the duels. We're ready to be underway here at 106 pounds. Connor Eads for the Muskies against Joshua Hernandez for the Blue Devils.
Hernandez in on a single right away, finds a quick takedown, hopping up to that head.
And you hear the extra whistle. That's on the JV mat next to us.
We had a full Nelson. Hernandez getting both hands up and under the armpits of Eads, so we get a free point for that technical violation.
So Hernandez leads 2-1 after he gives up a technical violation. And he will concede a point, so now we're all even here at 2 as Hernandez wants to attack from his feet.
So Connor's got to be a little lighter on his feet, circling around. Hernandez just a quicker wrestler right now.
Hernandez trying to find a wrist or something to work a turn.
Hernandez needs to be safe, stay on that wrist. If he wants to half on one side, and he did the same thing again, Joel, which is why his Coach Baker is quick to tell him, we're going to have to go neutral. Too many of those, and this match is going to be over.
So how do the technical violations work?
I do believe
you get 3?
Yeah, you find 2 1s, a 2-pointer, and then it's a DQ.
So Eads has a lead, 5-4, off of 2 technical violations and 2 escapes. And Hernandez in with another takedown.
Probably just going to cut him right away. At least that's what Coach Baker's looking for. Let's not even try to turn him. Let's just rack up some takedowns. Connor's got to respond here, make sense of what he's doing, find wrist, slow him down a little bit, and as soon as he's moving him, he's hopping into that shot. Hernandez really just getting takedowns.
And now Coach Baker trying to get him to cut him loose, but Hernandez is going for it again.
And if Hernandez could just commit to having one side, but it's just too enticing to go side to side, and he finds himself in that full Nelson. Eads need to work him back to a base. That head up off the mat. His hips come up there at least. Oh, we're close again.
And now time will expire. So the score is 8-6.
Oh, we want to make sure we caught everything.
Got a score discrepancy being discussed.
I'm thinking we're at 8-5 just because we would have had 4 takedowns, 3 escapes, and 2 penalty points, but maybe not.
Well, I think the second penalty point was 2-point penalty. Is that what you said?
I believe after 2 1-points, then there comes a 2-point.
Okay.
But they're going to live with it as is, so. This could still get interesting.
And so now Coach Baker saying, release him here, Josh. So it's 8-7 is the score. Hernandez gets to the legs again. And he releases Eads, another escape.
These are nice shots by Hernandez. He's definitely moving Eads and then, setting it up, getting to the shot. Hernandez just wants to be able to turn him.
Coach Baker's trying to tell him release. Escape for Eads. 12-9 is the score. Minute 20 to go in the second period.
Eads needs to find a way to get to his offense one way or another. Just has to commit to it. Getting thrown around a little bit. Find a wrist, just slow him down. He's still reaching again. Just drop into that leg at will. If we can sprawl even, just get him off that rhythm. Sprawl, stuff that head. 45 seconds remain in the second.
Hernandez gets another takedown. 16-10's the score. And he'll release him. Release was not there. No escape point awarded yet. There's the escape point. Hernandez in for another shot. And he'll get another takedown. 5 seconds to go in the period. So it's 20-12 is the score.
And just a snap right to Eads' belly. Hernandez goes around for the two.
So 22-12, it's a 10-point lead here in the third period.
Hernandez with a crossface. Eads got to bring his hips up or he's going to find himself in a warning.
If you're looking at the scoreboard on your screen and asking how are they getting 22, with our particular scoreboard in the gym, which is where we generate that number, at 19 it resets to 0, and that is your 20. And so it's not a there's only a 1 available in the second digit on the scoreboard.
Which means we're seeing a lot of points.
Yes. A minute to go in the third period.
The official watching that head closely. We've had a couple penalties already. Hernandez hoping to dig that wrist out.
Eads trying to build back to his base and taking his wrist away.
Well, it's going to be close there as long as he keeps that. Hernandez lifting the head. Connor's got to fight this off.
Under 30 seconds to go here in the third period. Getting a couple swipes for near fall.
Fight this off. It's 2 team points. If he can just keep fighting, keeping those shoulders off. 10 seconds. Hernandez is awfully high. And he's going to get the major decision.
As Eads survives the fall with 3 near fall points awarded. And the major decision will be awarded to the Blue Devil wrestler and the team. 25-12 is the final. And we just lost our scoreboard.
Boy, so many points scored. They just, shut the whole thing down. You keep track of green, I'll keep track of red. We'll keep this going.
And now it's back.
Yep, we booted back up.
It's a great opportunity for us to talk about the new scoreboards that should be arriving here sometime in the spring. Getting a revamped look at these scoreboards, which were state-of-the-art in 1998 when they put them in our junior year of high school.
Pretty excited. Of course, they color coordinated and everything, Joel.
I know.
Oh, man.
But it's time for a much-needed upgrade, and they're on the way. We do know that. So we'll have new scoreboards at the football stadium, which I think was installed in 1984.
We joke about the age of some of our equipment and facilities, but boy, are we fortunate.
Great.
We thank everybody for the support of these new investments, and there's just so many different activities, facilities. It takes a lot of different areas throughout the whole community.
And our activities booster club, we should mention that the cake auction is coming February, I believe. February 4th is the date of the Muscatine cake auction, which is the boy-girl doubleheader for basketball, but it's an all-school celebration as it is the primary fundraiser to fund all activities at our school here in Muscatine.
Always a fun evening for everyone.
So Corbin Session wins by forfeit at 113 pounds. And now we will see Colin Dugan for the Muskies.
Well, you brought up February 4th, Joel, so I can't help myself because that's my birthday.
I remember that.
And I know we're celebrating another milestone in the Croshauer household.
Yes.
In hours to come. So you let me know what 40 looks like.
I'll give you a 2-month head start.
I appreciate
How about
that.
Yeah, 40.
We'll see.
The 40th birthday.
Well,
tomorrow.
happy birthday, buddy.
I
Congrats.
appreciate that. I think we spent many a birthdays together in our high school years, I think.
You betcha. Yeah, plenty. And 'tis the season. We mentioned backyard football earlier. It was always fun this time of year to have those birthday parties. Dugan in on a shot, still trying to finish that double leg.
Dugan working hard. He's trying to get his head out.
Yeah, and if he gives up.
This is Ashton Westerfield for the Blue
Westerfield's
Devils.
looking to get behind those arms. With the crossface. McAllen working well to push back in, keeping that head up. Got to find a way to score, be mindful of where we are on the edge of the mat.
No points awarded.
And actually, we should have heard this announcement. We better double check. I think Westerfield, we're bumping up to get a match here at 26. So this must be, who else did we have as an option, Joel? Maybe
Corbin Session? Corbin Session was at.
This might be, and I believe Olivia Ham maybe received the forfeit at 113. Okay. We'll have to double check on that. I'm sure somebody's going to get that squared away, but I think Coach Baker making the most of this dual format to try to give the Muskies a run. So the open spots we saw in the Assumption matchup, he's doing a great job trying to fill those accordingly.
Which is good for both teams.
Absolutely. Yep, you get as much as you can. So Dugan takes the Blue Devil to his back to get that first takedown, that all too important initial score.
Some short time points here as Dugan will finish the period on top. We'll take a 2-0 lead into the second period.
Dugan right to his feet.
Just return.
Boy, we're looking for lock hands there too on the return.
When we get a down moment, I'd like you to explain that locked hands.
Oh, a headlock. I think he's going to call this a reversal and some swipes.
Dugan's just trying to fight off the fall.
Absolutely, and he does have his hips turned. I trust his chest is through there as well.
So he's just given the near fall points.
Yeah, which they're going to have to pause and make sense of how they got to that position. I believe the Central wrestler started underneath, had to have chosen down as best I saw.
Dugan looking to get his own reversal, if not just an escape.
So he had no escape, excuse me. So yeah, Dugan was down. We didn't get the escape, and immediately it went to the headlock. So we still in control, found himself.
A good return there from the Blue Devils.
And that's where we've got locked hands, so we will get a chance to still talk through that. Not sure why we whistled it. Dugan had an opportunity to escape there, so that was an early whistle. My officials need to take a break here and make sure they're talking through. And we might have still this discussion on, was it an escape and another takedown with the headlock? Which it probably should have been, but that
so the locked hands call.
Lock hands. So from a standpoint, if I'm the top wrestler, I cannot clasp my hands or even, quite frankly, graze hands together without an arm, a leg, something. So really, you don't have an opportunity at a gut wrench. You can't just squeeze, bear hug from that top position. That's where we have a locked hands. In this case, while he wasn't immediately on top, he's still the wrestler in control and had locked his hands around the body. As such, illegal locked hands, clasping, as you may hear it. 1 point for that bottom wrestler. The only thing I would have liked to see is because Dugan was in the act of still getting his escape, that action should have continued. And now we have 2 cautions on the top central wrestler as he's having a hard time starting here on the belly button, on the elbow. There's a good start. Dugan right to his feet. There's our escape.
So Dugan gets the escape. And we're at 120 pounds here in the final duel of this triangular. Both of these teams fell to Assumption in their first duels. And Central has a 10-0 lead to start out after 2 matches. It's our third bout. Deep shot there from Dugan. Trying to finish the double leg.
Right at the edge of the mat.
Short
really
time.
Want to bring that in.
And the time will expire. And we go to the third period. And it will be Central's choice. Actually, Muscatine's choice. So Dugan will select down. As Dugan will work to try to get the escape.
Good hip heist for Callan to cut away there, get his escape right in on a double. Good shot. Gets his takedown. Keep it coming.
Collin looks like he's got plenty of gas in the tank here in the third period.
Yeah, he's driving through looking for chest pressure. He can turn those hips. He's tying up arms. Looks like he's got a half on the far side. Lift and return. We can get called for stalling up here too for not returning to the mat. That's a 5. Boy, that was close.
So Dugan with the mat return. We're a minute 10 to go here in the third period. Dugan leads 7-3.
Well, he's committed to turning him here. If he gets him to his back,
he's trying to get a couple bonus points.
This
for
could
his
be
team.
big. Oh, hops to the other side. Cranking big there with the half. Still getting that wrist. Punching through. Got to keep our head up. Chest to chest. He wants to be as deep as he can. Don't let that arm through. Got 35 seconds on the clock.
He's getting a few swipes for near fall points. He's trying to get the
arm.
Trying to get the fall. Colin Dugan for Muscatine. 24 seconds.
He's looking to get his hips away. Chest to chest. Looking up. Boy, I'd really like his head up here so he gets that pressure on the chest. He got it.
He gets the fall. Colin Dugan gets the big team points.
That's a good match. Just coming, again, committed to the shot, committed to the half. So we like to see out of those young Muskies. Keep it going. The confidence goes a long ways.
Colin Dugan gets the fall. And that'll move us up to 126 pounds.
So this is the coverage that Coach Baker was looking for, bumping Westerfield up, and not just give McLeod that forfeit.
Now 126, it's Muscatine's Gavin McLeod versus Central's Ashton West.
So
Westerfield,
Ashton.
a quick Excuse me, Joel.
No, you're good. Ashton Westerfield, you were correct for the Blue Devils. Westerfield gets an early takedown. Westerfield looking for a tilt.
Yeah, he's got that bar arm, that far wrist. The quick aggressor here. Cloud's got to wiggle his arm free, protect his other one, trying to walk his hand out.
A minute to go here in the first period. Muskie Sports brought to you by Affordable Metal Manufacturing.
So with the Turk, Westerfield gonna get some swipes here. Well, maybe not. I guess don't have those shoulders exposed just yet. Gavin's got to be crawling forward, get his hips back. We're just down there.
Under 20 seconds to go in the first period.
Westerfield with the bar arm now he's got the turn and the pin.
And Westerfield will get the fall at 126. Now we'll move to the 132-pound weight class. Lincoln Brookhart. We expect him to see Colin Frost from Central. Bonus points are going to play a big factor in this duel as they go down.
Yep, so big for Dugan to get the fall there. Westerfield responds, comes out right out of the gate. I mean, the whole intent was not to give away the forfeit there, so for him to give a swing, get a fall of their own, this will be a big one.
Frost against Brookhart. Frost for Central in the blue and red singlet. And Lincoln Brookhart, who's just been throwing haymakers his last couple times out, got a big pin against Assumption.
Brings so much energy to that bench. I recall in his freshman year, Lincoln had a big win up at the Solon Duels. A little pass by.
Now he's going for some bonus points.
And he just finds his way into those big moves.
Brookhart trying to get a fall of his own here.
Yeah, got to get his arm out from underneath so he's not holding him up. If he can use his chin to put that shoulder down plenty of time, still over 60 seconds. And he got it.
There's the fall. Lincoln Brookhart, 2 for 2 tonight. 6 big points for his team. Big smile for the crowd afterwards.
Yeah, he's exciting.
As that'll take us to 138 pounds is Nico Arceo against Avon Skinner. Big thank you to the Muskie Booster Club, who just dropped off a few hot dogs here to the broadcast booth.
That's your birthday cake, Joel. You're welcome.
I'll be spending my birthday right back here tomorrow, as we'll have girls basketball. And we're going to have a forfeit at 138. Nico Arceo will get the forfeit. So 6 more team points. The Muscatine takes the 18-16 lead.
125 pounds of Muscatine's Mason Crabtree versus Central's Dylan Bowles.
Now Mason Crabtree against Dylan Bowles. Crabtree was defeated by fall by Mike Macias of Assumption. And Mason doesn't want to have that happen again. He gets 2 big takedowns, and he's going for the stick of his own.
He's sitting pretty good here.
And he gets the fall. Mason Crabtree, the senior, does quick work of Dylan Bowles at 145 pounds. And now Connor Beck will take the mat for the Muskies. It's Jacob Jancy. And just my perspective, but I thought Jancy was the most impressive wrestler for the Blue Devils in that first duel against Assumption.
He did look very good. I think this could be a good one. Boy, we've seen a flurry of falls now, so it just goes to show somebody's going to be recording 6 points here. And I think both of these, high energy wrestlers, they will be going for pins.
Connor Beck, the senior, for Muscatine in the black singlet. Muskie's trying to take advantage of these home meets. This is the second triangular of the week here. And we'll have them for you whenever we can on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Hand fighting going on with these two. Beck gets the takedown, just works his way to control. Under a minute to play or to go here in the first minute. I just need to either stop doing basketball or stick with wrestling because I keep using nomenclature that doesn't apply.
Yeah, we've got our own verb just in the name, so the efficiency of a wrestler. Beck trying to crab ride and then find his suck back or those power halves. Just about found himself there at the edge of the mat, too.
Jancy just sprints back to the circle.
Yeah, I think he understands in 15 seconds, boy, that's a big point if he can find his way to an escape. And there's Connor putting a boot in. Just needs to be on the opposite side, so he's holding tight. Jancy, no swipes. That'll be the period.
And so Beck will successfully ride out Jancy through the first period. Muscatine defers, and Jancy selects neutral. Jancy in on a shot.
Connor needs to get that leg back a little bit. He gave up his other one. His tendency is to just start throwing bodies, so he wants to load up those hips as best he can. Sometimes we just got to defend, neutralize the situation, and then get to our own offense. But, he loves scrambling, loves rolling around. Yep, Connor's got that body locked, lifts. Oh, we're not going to give him anything. We're out of bounds.
Jancy in on a shot.
Yeah, that sweep that time, Connor didn't necessarily have a good body lock. Whips him over.
2 points.
2. He's got both legs in. Rolling back and forth, Jancy gets to his belly. Records 2 near fall.
4-point move there for Beck. Under 40 seconds in the second period.
And on Jancy's shot, those are tough when you're the aggressor and you find yourself on your back. Jancy again to the leg. Beck with a good sprawl this time. Crossface. Hopefully he can just find a takedown as he does.
So Beck gets 2 more points. Locked hands.
He shouldn't be blowing the whistle that quick. As soon as he sees his assisting official with the locked hands, now that's twice, he's blowing that whistle a little prematurely.
No near fall points awarded there as Beck was going for them. As we enter the third period, Connor Beck leading 8-2 over Jacob Jancy. Beck will select down. I like Jancy's energy though.
You betcha. Yeah, he's working side to side. Beck's trying to toss him off his hip. Yeah, Jancy just hasn't recorded enough points on his feet here, but I would be willing to bet he's going to be in on the leg again.
As Beck works on. It's a 9-2 advantage for Connor Beck here in the third period.
Good hip reaction by Connor that time. Got a sprawl. Jancy's on the elbow, going to suck in those hips. There's the same hip toss again, but we're out of bounds. So at some point, Jancy just needs to find a corner opposed to just pressuring right in there.
I think that's what we just heard Coach Baker yell from the bench there.
Down under 45 seconds. Here again, this is not locked up, so a team point to be had here with a major decision if Connor can find a takedown, and he does.
There it is. 2-point takedown for Connor Beck. And now he's looking for some near falls. He's got 2. So 2 near fall points awarded. Moves the lead to 11. As Connor Beck wins 13-3, it gets a big win for the Muskies in this duel.
That's great wrestling by Connor Beck. Just consistent, didn't stayed within himself. Nothing too desperate. Understand where there's a little trouble there. Back away. Good to see those sprawls. He's getting tougher and tougher on top too.
Well, we've reached the eyeballs of Forest City, Iowa tonight. I just got a text message from former Muskie, Maury Tomke, who is a college friend of mine. He's a former head wrestling coach at Waldorf University, excuse me. And he is watching the duel here from Forest City. So thanks for watching, Maury. Former Morningside University wrestler and Bishop Heelan state qualifier. Two minutes to go as we are in the first period of the 160-pound weight class. This is Jared Lopez against Charlie Ebeling.
Lopez in on that shot. The head stuffed, unfortunately. If he can find straight on, going to suck that leg in, but then turn the corner. Eberling just trying to square it up too and wrestle with that stalemate.
Stalemate call. 12-point difference in the team score. How aware are you of the team score as you're wrestling in a match like this?
As the wrestler, hopefully not at all. Certainly not at this stage. When you get down to the last couple matches, that may be the case. As a coach, you're trying to watch this action and still factor in, hey, how much do I care about this duel, and is there any other shuffling? But you don't want to throw that by the kids too quickly too and shock them that,
right.
Hey, you're not going out there. Well, I was all jacked up to have this matchup. But no, Jared right now is looking for his own W through and through. And for the most part, that's top to bottom. Eberling's got him in some trouble here. Just kind of got off balance. Eberling finishing on top. Jared needs to punch through here as best he can. He's trying to push off his forehead, and more so he just needs to get his arm through one way or another. That's going to be tough.
So a 2-point takedown right now for Ebeling, and he's also got 3 near fall points in the chamber.
What you do recognize as a wrestler is there's a lot of energy around this team battle right now. So you hopefully feed off of that and understand just how excited the benches are, the fans who have come out. That part you can't ignore.
So 3 near fall points awarded. So it's a 5-0 lead for Ebeling. Ebeling deferred the choice, so Lopez selects down. Locked hands called. And they call the technical violation. So 1 point awarded to Lopez. I think that's just how it's going to go for the
yeah,
evening.
That's how we're
the hands lock. We're going to blow the whistle.
That's how we're officiating this one. So and yet I should pause. I mean, something pretty drastic would have to have changed to whistle that. Now the action stopped. Yep, you stop it. You award the point. You get a reset, but it's not necessarily instantaneous.
And to his credit, he's been consistent in every match he's called it, so it's not been an advantage to any team.
That was a quick full Nelson, but that's another locked hands.
That one seemed to go unnoticed.
What this does show me is Coach Baker's doing a great job getting some kids out and who are fighting as best they can. They maybe don't have as much mat experience to understand what exactly you're supposed to do in certain positions. Kudos to him to get these kids out. I've seen far fewer numbers out of Davenport Central in the past. So I think, it's great to just see these kids. They've been rallying around one another. It's making for a good duel.
And now Ebeling not giving any easy road here for Lopez, but now he's fighting hard to turn around and maybe get a reversal here.
He's behind the arms. He's got
it. Reversal and then out of bounds. So cuts the lead to 2, and now Lopez will have his chance to maybe get a turn here from the top position. "31 seconds it's been an eternity in these matches.
You bet.
Five seconds. And Lopez will finish it on top. So Ebeling will start in the down position.
And now it's not just about a ride for the period. We got to find some points. At some point here, Joel, you're going to take your chances and actually...
They cut him and try to get a takedown.
Get up to your feet here. And let's say Lopez has got 45 seconds here to make something positive happen. Otherwise, let's take our chances on our feet. Seems to have a little bit of a plan here. He's got the elbow. If he can walk to his head here, if he can keep going. Eberling doing a good job. Bouncing his hips back and forth, working to his feet. And now we're probably cutting him. He does have the arm barred up. If he can walk that shoulder to up to his ear, then at some point you don't leave yourself.
Seconds.
Yeah, then you don't leave yourself with enough time to make up for what will be a 3-point deficit. So,
so really, he's looking for that near 3-point near fall, or any near fall points to try and tie this. Because now we're in short time, under 30 seconds in the third period. So Jared Lopez from Muscatine trails by 2, and we're past the point of no return as far as cutting him and trying to get the takedown.
Yeah, indeed. He's going to have to commit to this. Be real frustrating, just ride out and then still fall by 2. He's got that arm.
Under 10 seconds.
Eberling trying to keep his hands in front, head up. And he's done a good job. I don't think we're stalling
no, I
underneath.
haven't.
He's fighting
agreed.
it well.
And good multi-position wrestling there from Charlie Eberling. And he'll get the decision over Jared Lopez at 160 pounds. A lot to build from there for Lopez, though. They have to, the coaching staff from Muscatine.
Yeah, Jared's finding himself in, just trying to make up that experience as best he can too. So that's a good match that you can build off of, absolutely.
So Jed Fridley will win by forfeit at 170 pounds. And we'll see what we'd see at 182. We saw Ty Kozad. It looks like maybe we're going to see Nathan Beatty here now at his traditional weight of 182 against Cortez Goodwin.
Yeah, so now we are in the spot here to play this straight up, if you will.
Nathan Beatty, the senior for Muscatine.
Throws by.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Well, they did honor the takedown. 2 points awarded. As Beatty drives Goodwin out of bounds.
We saw in Goodwin's first match too. I mean, he was constantly moving. So I think Nate's going to have to stay up with him. That's a good chop to stop that initial move. Ride him for a bit here. Been so impressed with Nate on what he's done on his feet. So if we find a big turn here early, great.
So Beatty will maintain the top position.
Goodwin just keeps moving, finds his escape, working the hands. Now he's in on a shot. Beatty tosses his head to the outside. Now he's cross-facing. Goodwin's got a pretty good lock there. Now it's broken. A little early on that too.
Beatty gets a 4-1 lead now. Now Goodwin, though, trying to fight to a new position to maybe get a reversal here. If he can somehow.
Oh, they are going to talk it over.
So is there an opportunity here to take the 2 points off the board?
Yeah, I think so too.
So I think we're going to see a score adjustment here.
There's probably a right call. Little quick on calling that too. Goodwin still had control of the leg, or his clasp on the leg, and Beatty hadn't necessarily controlled the hips.
So take the 2 points off.
Just better if we could have established that while the action was. I don't know if it would have changed anything as quickly as Goodwin was still fighting on that leg.
That'll be the end of the period. So Nathan Beatty will take a 2-1 lead into the second period here at 182. Goodwin defers his choice. Beatty will start down. Beatty gets the escape.
All right, Nathan Beatty, let's get after it. Let's find the legs. We saw one pass by. Beatty's working on his left side to that underhook. Quick little snap. Goodwin straight on with a double. Head to the center. Now he's trying to cut the corner. Nate wants to. This will be a little dangerous. Those feet come back down, and you're just sitting there with them on top of you. But
no points awarded. We go back to the neutral position here at center mat. Beatty with a 3-1 lead. There's been quite a bit of action in this bout, though.
Yep, from both wrestlers. Pretty evenly matched at this point. And Goodwin, just constant motion. I think Beatty's looking to slow him down a little bit, but needs to find the tie he feels best about. Wrestle his match. I think he's getting a little dancy, maybe trying to match Goodwin step for step. Just control your tie and get to the legs. There's his underhook. Keep it in the mat.
.30 seconds to go in period 2.
Goodwin with a little half shot to his right side. And he's definitely, he's controlling the motion right now. Keeps moving, working hands. Beatty responding, trying to get to his tie. Likes that collar, working to the underhook.
5-second mark.
That shot's probably there. That may have just been for show with half a second remaining, but for Goodwin, you know you can get in on that.
Goodwin selects down. Goodwin gets to his feet, but Beatty able to work him back down to his belly.
Yeah, circled around that good back pressure by Goodwin, but Beatty returning him back to his belly. Goodwin with the escape. It's just a 1-point match. So I want to see Nate really push this pressure. Keep it going. Get back to hand fighting opposed to holding hands here. Goodwin's looking to fire a shot. Nate can take the other approach here too, that if he's expecting it to come, be ready to sprawl, score right after that shot. There's that same pass by action that scored the first takedown.
Goodwin fires off right on the whistle.
We'll see if Beatty's comfortable in this front head position if he wants to bring him to the mat. If he does, he's got to get those legs out of the way.
Oh, Beatty took one to the nose there? Or
Yeah, he a little grimace there.
Reacted.
Yeah. Straight on. Nate gets his legs back. Good recovery. Score here. Block that elbow. Goodwin with nice.
Stall warning on Beatty.
Beatty needs to take the shot here out. If he's a little nervous here, take the shot on the outside. Now your back's to the outside with that stall warning. Not sure that was enough of a shot to warrant a warning, but we're down under 20 seconds.
Almost to that next takedown wins part of the match here.
Good matchup.
And now a stalling point awarded.
We are tied.
So we are all tied.
Oh, reaching crossbody. That could be dangerous, giving up your own. We're going to go sudden victory.
So now we're in sudden victory, 1 minute. Next. And Goodwin's been firing shots right off the whistle.
Yeah, I think this one's going to take a real setup to do something. Nate's looking for those double underhooks right away, pushed right into it.
Again, stalling warning.
Get that head too high.
We saw a stalling point awarded to Goodwin. So Beatty has to be really aware of that and be on the offensive.
And from either wrestler, just one honest setup. Attempt to the leg might just do this. It's just tough to pull that trigger with no margin for of error. Oh, straight on.
Beatty's trying to work around now.
He's got the chin nicely. Goodwin responds. Now he's got a leg.
10 seconds.
Beatty's got to protect his elbows here. Goodwin's
4. And both wrestlers survive sudden victory.
Some bonus action.
So now each wrestler will have a 30-second period coming up from the bottom position. So Central deferred.
They're going to have to figure this out because there's
no deferral.
Oh, they're making sense. Make sure these kids know that they're wrestling for a full minute here. So wrestle your 30 seconds out. Obviously, if there's a fall, that would end the match. But otherwise, yeah, both wrestlers will start in the bottom position, and we'll go 30-30 here. And then we'll see where we're at the end of this minute.
Beatty gets to his feet.
Goodwin high. Oh, he pushes right out of bounds. That only took 10 seconds. These are some of the most exciting spurts of action.
Beatty gets to his feet.
That's
He's going to get the escape. Now if he could get a short time takedown, that would really stretch the lead out. Easier said than done.
That's that high crotch. You keep shooting it right at the end of the given period.
And so now Goodwin will start down. 30 seconds. And then if he is able to get an escape and we stay tied, we go back to another minute of sudden victory, correct?
That's what I understand to be the case. The collegiate overtime or sudden victory changed this year, but I don't believe we've had a change to the high school rules.
Beatty returns him back to the mat. We're under 20 seconds.
Stay tight here. There's a bit of a switch. Beatty follows. Now Goodwin with the stand-up. There's the escape. We're tied again. 4 seconds. Okay, so in the event, and it could be now, in high school, we just go the 1 minute, the 30-30, and then who scored the first point, they get their choice. So because Nate had that first takedown, it should be his choice. And now it is just first point. So you ride him out or you get your escape. Yes.
Starting from the down position. So the real advantage to the down wrestler here.
Beatty right up to his feet. Nice explosion there. Goodwin returns him once, working the edge of the mat. Gets him again. He's just on a knee, 18 seconds. Nate's working hands here, cutting away. He's got a long mat to work with. Again.
9 seconds.
Boy, as quickly as Beatty pops to his feet, I really think if we can get the stand-up and just an immediate hip heist, all you need is one here. Explode right now, Nathan Beatty. Explode to your feet, hip heist away.
Well, now we have a shoelaces issue. And that is a warning.
Not as much back pressure. Get those hips away.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Beatty unable to escape. And so now he'll have to.
No, that'll do it. So Goodwin, victorious because he rode him out in that 30 seconds.
I see. So Goodwin is victorious. It was a really good match. That was very entertaining.
Yes. And even though not a lot of points, I mean, Goodwin just moving the whole time.
So now we'll move to 195.
182 pounds, Central Cortez Goodwin. 5-4 overtime decision over Muscatine's Nathan Beatty.
Boy, I don't know if we can handle 3 more just like that, Joel. That was exciting.
Let's see, Caden Fisher at 195 pounds. He'll go up against Alonzo Duarte.
Caden looking for the lift. Nice return. Traps. Oh, I think that was clean. Oh.
So 1 point awarded to Duarte for the technical violation. But yeah, I thought he controlled him the whole way down.
Well, that's a joy of archiving this. We can sculpt that out here when we get home.
Again, you can go back and watch all of our broadcasts on the Discover Muscatine YouTube channel.
Well, Caden trying to lock up a over-under situation. Duarte aware of the fact that that's what he's doing, so he's pushing away as best he can on those hips. Caden trying to respond. That first match of his went a little too quick. Caden with a nice toss.
He wants to shorten this one up.
Yeah, set that one up.
It's the takedown.
Nicely. Duarte's got some decent hips of his own, so he's trying to get back to his belly. Well done.
So 2 point takedown with 3 near fall points. So a 5 point move, feet to back for Caden Fisher at the 195 pounds. And now a reversal opportunity here for Duarte. Fisher trying to fight it off.
Gets his hips up and over
now
nicely.
He says, let's go right back down here, son. And Duarte falls by fall at the hands of Caden Fisher. So there's some big bonus points for the Muskies.
I trust Mr. Fisher will be watching that one again too. He was looking for a nice throw, and that'll be a highlight reel for him.
Evan Frankie now gets to battle at his own weight class after wrestling up to 285 against Joe Turner of the Assumption Knights. Evan will face off against Connor Jones here at 220. And Frankie really gave Turner all he probably wanted in that match.
Yeah, I was impressed with both wrestlers, not having seen Turner on the mat much.
There's Frankie now with 2, and he's looking for more. He's just trying to stay in bounds and get these, and he gets the fall. So Evan Frankie with a first period fall. 31 seconds, Frankie gets it done. So now going into the final match of the evening, Brock Garrison, I think is who we're going to see. Yep, Brock Garrison at 285. He'll face off with Reyes Lira. Muscatine leading the duel 46-22, so they'll get a team victory. And Brock Garrison, the senior. Again, we mentioned this on Monday, but Brock is heading to Loras College in Dubuque to play football for the Dewhawks. Doesn't even have to trade in the purple and gold. He gets to keep the same color scheme.
That's slick, too.
He's just working the front headlock.
Yeah, looking to squeeze as best he can if he can get his hands free, bring Lira to the mat. That would be good, at least find our 2. We don't have to completely work on the upper half, but that is where the young man's comfortable right now. They try to snap that head. Lira catches the legs on.
And they went out. Just enough of their bodies were outside the circle, and they'll return to neutral. Garrison and Lira both fighting for position. Both wrestlers working to the edge.
And Garrison still taking on his sea legs a little bit here on the wrestling mat. You can see, great awareness, short, choppy steps, as will prove evident, his balance on the football field. Now we got to just find our way kind of out of that cadence, be able to circle, find some other angles. Just so strong. He's looking to lift Lira here. There's that pinch headlock that Joe Turner was working. Lira with good balance of his own. Hopping his hips over. Brock to his belly.
So a takedown with 2 near fall points in short time for Lira. Nice counter job by Lira.
Yep, felt that the momentum was definitely taking him towards the mat, and then just found a way to kind of hop his hips over. We're going to stay neutral. And here again, you brought it up earlier, Joel, on, well, why wouldn't we go down? I'm not sure if Lira knows for sure what he's got with the larger wrestler on top. So
sure.
He's been battling well on his feet. Obviously just got that takedown in defense of Garrison's move. So better off to go, he and his coaching staff, better off to stay on our feet. You can see the footwork. It gets a little too rhythmic. Hopefully Brock can find a way to circle and mix it up, and if there's an angle, then attack accordingly. As strong as he is, as long as those arms are, Joel, he should be able to just kind of snatch that leg.
Have you had a chance to spend any mat time with Brock?
I've not, so I've not made it into the room yet this this year. He's in good hands in there with
No,
Coach Haggerty
yeah,
and the rest,
absolutely.
no doubt. But no, it'd be fun. It'd be fun just to, as it always is, seeing these young guys come through. And I am well past that 280, 85-pound. As long as they don't put me on the scale, I'm sure I'm welcome. Lyra kind of shucks him by, gets his takedowns, looking for a suck back.
2 points for Lyra. Takes a 6-0 lead.
And for Brock at this stage as a senior, I mean, let's find a couple things that work well, something you're comfortable with, and then just get after it. Good to stand up there, let your hips do the work. Don't worry too much about that head just yet. Get your one.
Good to see both benches completely engaged in this match here. Last match of the evening. So Muscatine leads the team score at 46-22. Both teams trying to finish tonight with a victory. As Garrison tries to get his escape. And he gets it. 1 point escape with 5 seconds to go in the second period.
Now this is where this gets interesting because we've seen both wrestlers have the chance to be on top. Coach Haggerty's going to put Garrison down, which I think in the long run this is phenomenal because you've got to find greater comfort on being able to get out. And if he does so soon enough, then we're right back in the same boat, seeing if we can't take him feet to back. But these are the positions you don't necessarily get in the room after wrestling so intensely in that third period. Let's go down. Let's find our way to our feet. It's not necessarily about the wins and losses here before Christmas.
Garrison trying to get to his feet, get an escape, and he gets the escape.
Get your one anyway.
So he's down 4.
So
Lyra
now,
with the 6-point lead. Right now that first period foot to back 4-point move for Lyra is the difference.
And maybe we can respond. We were that close to being the one on top there too, so we're going to have to get going sooner than later.
Minute 15 to go in the third period. Stall warning on Lyra. Coach Haggerty giving the time call here to Garrison. And now 1 point awarded to Garrison. .45 seconds to go in the third period. Garrison trying to find a position.
Yeah, and it no doubt gets a little bit more difficult towards the end here. You can see both these guys are sweating a little more than they did 30 seconds in. So Brock's trying to pummel in. Lyra's working that good head position. Just 15 seconds left. He's going to have to commit to jacking up that underhook and do something
10
here.
seconds.
Just a body lock, something out of, gotta go. Commit to something ugly. Hit it. Just hit it.
Lyra's going to survive. As Reyes Lyra will finish the night with the 6-3 decision over Brock Garrison. I'll move the team score. Final score 46-28 as the Muskies defeat Davenport Central in the duel. And Wade, another great triangular here this evening at Muscatine Community High School. Muscatine defeats Davenport Central in leg 3. Assumption victorious in the first 2 legs of this triangular. And our affordable metal manufacturing wrestler of the night.
Who do you got tonight, Joel?
You know, I think it's a 2-horse race. I was really impressed with Evan Frankie. Even though he was defeated, he wrestled up a weight class against a real good heavyweight in Joe Turner. I'm between Frankie and Lincoln Brookhart. Brookhart, you know, throwing haymakers, 2 big pins. for the Muskies. I know that Frankie went 1-1, but I just love when you see a guy who takes a tough challenge and doesn't back away from it at all.
Yep. No, I think it's great calls. A couple of sophomores too getting after it right out of the gate. We haven't had a lot of opportunity for those seniors to run. Good night by Connor Beck as well. I think this is a team effort all night.
I would agree. So, maybe we just give it to the whole team, because this was a night where they actually got to all go. We saw everyone wrestle tonight. And
I'm good with your picks. Lincoln had such a night Monday night, so I'm hesitant to go back-to-back. Frankie's, we're looking forward to this next weekend. 2-day tournament. Yeah, good night for the Muskies, though.
Good night for the Muskies. Evan Frankie, our affordable metal manufacturing wrestler of the night. And like you said, these Muskies have a big tournament in Fort Madison. You said 20 teams going to be down there this weekend?
Yes. Yep. We'll see if they all make it. I think weather's good. This is always a tough one. Some teams will be making an overnight of it. They'll get a round or two in tomorrow night, and away we go. 20 teams.
We will be back at it tomorrow night as well, as the Muskie girls will take to the gym again, and Coach McBride. We'll see them tomorrow night. I'm joined by my partner, Bob Long, for girls basketball. We'll be here Friday and Saturday. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Discover Muscatine on all your social media pages to get up-to-date news and up-to-date live sports all season long. Wade, thanks so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday, Joel.
I appreciate that. Tomorrow's the big day. I appreciate you wishing me the happy birthday, and looking forward to a good Christmas break. So I don't know if I'll see you. I probably will, but if I don't, Merry Christmas to you.
You betcha.
It's been Muskie Wrestling on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Good night, everyone.